Good evening and welcome once again to the Taco John's pregame show here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. I am Trent Florman. Chase Shiflett will rejoin me shortly as we bring you the boys contest between the Hitchcock County Falcons and the Cambridge Trojans. The Falcons come off of a 16-6 season from a year ago and bring back a ton of experience. They did lose their leading scorer and rebounder from last season, however. They also are a bit behind the eight ball as the football team made it all the way to the semifinals this year, which played the first week of basketball season. The Trojans were 8-16 last season and returned 4 starters and all but one player from last year's roster. The Trojans have a ton of height and this team on this team, and all 5 starters are at least 6 foot tall. But don't be fooled. It won't be all pounded into the inside for the Trojans, as they have some guys who can shoot the three also. The Falcons won this game last year 41-30. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back to the Taco John's pregame show, I'll be joined by Hitchcock County head coach Randall Rath, and all the actions right here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Would you buy a furnace or heat pump from your home that's been owned by somebody else? You would if it was a brand new York system. See the technicians at their factory in Wichita, Kansas. Know each and every detail that goes into manufacturing York equipment every step of the way. People like Kyle Barnes, who fires up and tests each and every unit. So if you want heating equipment for your home that's really well built, you want a York from Party Electric. Built here in the USA. Built right. Built by York. Visit York.com to learn more.
Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Affordable transportation for everyone.
Doctor's appointments, shopping, or going to work in Southwest Nebraska? Hitch a ride with us. Call 308-276-2182 the day before to reserve your spot. That's 308-276-2182.
Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Hitch and Hay Public Transit.
Valmont is the world leader in mechanized irrigation, and we're looking for additional workers and offering a $2,000 bonus. Valmont of McCook has open positions now in many areas of our plant, including machine operators, galvanizers, shippers, welders, and more. Come join our Valmont team with an amazing list of benefits that include medical, dental, vision, life insurance. But there's more benefits too. Plus, right now, come apply and ask about our $2,000 bonus. Apply online today at valmont.com or on site.
Back for more Countdown to Tip-Off presented by Taco John's on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Taco John's pregame show here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Hi, I'm Trent Florman. Joining me now is Hitchcock County head coach Randall Rath. And, Coach, thanks for taking the time to be here on the Taco John's pregame show.
Thank you for having us, Trent.
Hey, you guys had an extended football season. How's the injury bug treating you? Everybody get through football season all right and get them slight injuries you had there all healed up and ready to go for basketball?
Well, we're still got a lot of kids that are got some bumps and bruises, you expect, and different things. So, we really haven't practiced that much yet and trying to get over that. And, basketball is a whole different type of conditioning, and for our wrestlers as well. It's been a good thing how football ended, but we're trying to, kind of let the kids mentally refresh a little bit as well as physically.
Yeah, because you guys, like I said, went to the semifinals there, actually went into that first week of basketball season, so you had to give the kids a little bit of break in between seasons. So do you think that kind of puts you guys behind the eight ball to start the season out?
Well, we're definitely going to be, pretty raw right now. But, I've always wished basketball would start after Christmas anyway. But I think until then, you don't really get a true practicing in and a true read of kids here and there, what their assets are and where they can help you most, and kids being able to build confidence in each other and what they do. And, it's something – we've talked about it. We're gonna have to go through some growing pains a little bit here, just because of that.
Well, you are listening to the Taco John's pregame show. I am Trent Florm, visiting with Hitchcock County head coach Randall Rath. And, Coach, Do you feel that, the success of the football team, the way things have been going since you've been here, the culture getting better, do you think that that success will carry over into basketball? And if so, what are some of the expectations and goals you guys have set for this season?
Yeah, we hope so. Our schedule's very, very tough. It's challenging. There's a lot of really good basketball schools in the RPAC and a lot of teams with all their kids back. We've kind of got a split of half and half, our kids wrestling and the other half playing basketball. So, I'm just so excited that they're all competing and doing things that way. As a football coach, as a basketball coach, you set goals. Again, we just want to get better every day. Right now, we're trying to get just the conditioning part of it, the little things, trying to work on that. And then as we get up, during Thanksgiving break, you got families that are going here and there, and you just don't get a lot of quality time to practice. So we're going to have to, understand and be realistic with what we're doing. And, hopefully we come out strong. I think, like you asked, the positive football season the kids have had. And last year they had a good basketball season. Deontay Perkins has some big shoes that we've got to fill. He was a tremendous basketball player and leader. And, I think that our kids will do that. It may take a little bit of time, but I feel they'll be confident.
Well, Coach, one of them tough teams you're going to play is going to start tonight with Cambridge. They bring back almost their entire roster. One of them teams you talked about with most of their guys back. So talk to us a little bit about what you know about Cambridge and how do you guys get the W tonight?
Yeah, they're going to, they're big. They're physical kids. They're going to, I'm sure, try to pound it inside on us. They're athletic, and they're pretty well coached kids that last year I was impressed how much they improved through the season. We're going to have to really box out, limit them to one shot. That's going to be huge for us to have success tonight, is to not let them play volleyball off the goal and shoot one, rebound, stick it in on us. We've got to box them out, and, we're not going to be near as big as they are. And so we got to do the little things right and get low and get position and see the ball and make sure we trace it and then go get it after we box them out. But I think that, our kids know them. They both played against each other quite a bit. They're going to be a big challenge, that's for sure. Is, like I said, all the teams right now are pretty good on the boys' side of things.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to be here on the Taco John's pregame show. I want to wish you good luck tonight and throughout the entire season.
Yeah, thank you.
That was Hitchcock County head coach Randall Rath. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back to the Taco John's pregame show, we'll be joined by Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard, and all the action right here on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Cope Family Dentistry in Cambridge work very hard at beautifying smiles. Regular cleanings are vital to maintaining your dental health, while brushing and flossing are an important daily routine. Visiting Cope Family Dentistry will make your teeth sparkle and will bring to light any problems you might not recognize. Avoiding checkups allows hidden dental issues to worsen, cause unnecessary pain, and may lead to costly treatments and worse, trips to specialists. All this could be avoided. Make an appointment with Cope Family Dentistry to ensure your teeth and gums are as healthy as they can be. Cope Family Dentistry in Cambridge.
For the past 124 years, the State Bank of Arley has been proudly serving our community. We are excited to announce that we are changing our name to Stockman's Bank. We will continue to provide great hometown customer service from our original staff and ownership with big bank products and financing options to better serve our customers. We are excited about the name change and the opportunities that our organization will be able to offer to our customers in Southwest Nebraska as we continue to grow. We are looking forward to serving the community and the surrounding area for the next 100 years. Stockman's Bank, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Michael is high-fiving random strangers.
I got free Runza.
He downloaded the Runza mobile app and already earned rewards.
I never win anything. This is crazy.
Well, everyone wins with Runza rewards.
Oh, that's good. You should be like a spokesperson for Runza.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing here. Watch this. Download the Runza mobile app to order ahead, find a Runza, and yes, start getting rewards today.
Whoa.
Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Let's sit down with the head coach. This is Taco John's Courtside.
Welcome back to the Taco John's pregame show here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. I am Trent Florman. Joining me now is Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. And Coach, can you believe it's basketball season already?
No, I've been waiting all year for this, and then I feel like it kind of snuck up on me. So excited to get going tonight.
So how's the team doing injury-wise? Everybody get through football season and the first couple weeks of basketball practice injury-free?
Yeah, I'd say we're about as close to 100% as you can hope for at this time of year. Had a guy have to go get his eye glued shut the other day because he got beat on a little bit. But other than that, everyone's doing well, and we're looking forward to a healthy start to the season.
Well, did the normal summer, you think, help you guys where you were able to get in, get to a couple camps and a couple leagues and stuff like that and just help you? I know last year you came in with a lot of inexperience and that, lack of summer help or summer practice kind of hurt you. But how do you think this year did? Did it help you guys?
Yeah, I think that was huge for us, just having a full spring, a full summer, a full preseason, having a jamboree game last week. It just feels more like basketball. Like we have our kind of ducks in a row. Last year it was kind of just 2 weeks of practice and then throw some stuff against the wall and see what stuck. We these guys know what we expect of them. Kind of know our system a little bit better now. So we really do think that helped a ton, and are looking forward to kind of starting off not from zero, not starting from scratch and kind of going from where we're at right now.
We are listening to the Taco John's pregame show. I am Trent Florham. I'm visiting with Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. And, Coach, you got most of your team back from last year, including 4 of the starters coming back this season. So what kind of goals and expectations did you guys set as a team this year?
We actually kind of took a little bit of a different approach this year. We set some goals last year, and it was kind of difficult because – like I said, we were kind of coming in, me being a new coach, not knowing where we were at exactly. And so our new approach this year was we're just going to take it one day at a time, try to get better every single day. Then whatever challenge the next day brings, just try to go attack that. We think it's been a good mindset for the boys. I think sometimes when you're thinking conference championship or district championship, you spend too much time thinking ahead and not enough time living in the here and now. And so we really tried to emphasize, just every single day, we got to get better. We got to get better. We got to get better. And it's been good for us so far.
Well, Coach, tonight you're going to take on the Hitchcock County Falcons here in the opening game of the season. They had a great football season, so they might be a little bit short on their practice. They probably didn't get a start the same time you guys did. What do you expect to see from Hitchcock County, and how do you guys get the W tonight? It's always interesting when you go into the playoffs really deep. It's kind of a blessing and a curse. Obviously, it's a blessing in that you have some really good athletes, as we saw on the football field this fall. But a little bit of a curse because you don't get as much practice time. But Coach Rath does a great job with those guys, and they're, like I said, really athletic, but also really fundamentally sound in basketball. They know their system, they stick to it, and then the biggest thing that they do is they just play 100% every single possession of every game. Going back and watching our game from last year, 30-41 is a slugfest. But they just play so hard, and they make everything difficult on you. So we're going to have to be solid with the ball. We're going to have to get good looks. We probably have a little bit of a size advantage, so we're going to have to try to take advantage of that. And then, just take whatever they throw at us and, try to do our best against it. Well, Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to be here on the Taco John's pregame show. I want to wish you good luck tonight and look forward to talking to you after the ball game.
Yep, thanks, Trent.
That was Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back to the Taco John's pregame show, I'll be rejoined by Chase Shiflett as we wrap things up and get ready for the opening tip-off and all the actions right here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Get the good stuff.
Southwest Farm and Auto Supply, your local Napa dealer in Cambridge, Curtis, Eustis, and McCook, is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics and academic programs. They are your go-to source for Napa lubricants and filters. So remember the name you can count on when you need it now. Southwest Farm and Auto in Cambridge, Curtis, Eustis, and McCook.
Get the good stuff.
Napa, get the good stuff. A member of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network on KZMC. It's True Country 102.1.
Access granted.
High school basketball is on the air. Let's go courtside. Here's Trent Florham.
KZMC. Trent Ford back here with you along with Marcus Gonzalez back at the studio. Getting ready for the boys' action to get started. Let's give you the starting lineups here tonight. Brought to you tonight by Mark's Pharmacy and Know Your Number. High blood pressure in the United States is a major problem. 70 million American adults have high blood pressure. Mark's Pharmacy can help you know your number with a quality blood pressure machine in the home to help get accurate results that are sent directly to your doctor. Contact Mark's Pharmacy to learn more and know your number. Now here are tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the Hitchcock County Falcons, number 1, a 6-foot senior, Braden Hutto. Number 2, a 5'11 senior, Colton Hagan. Number 4, a 6-foot junior, Drew Scott. Number 23, a 5'8 sophomore, Jackson Unrain. And number 33, a 6'1 junior, Trent Kisker. Randall Rath, your head coach, and assistant coach Adam Wright for the Falcons. For the Trojans tonight, number 11, a 6-foot sophomore, Carson Tromke. Number 12, a 6'2 junior, Will Taylor. Number 15, a 5'11 senior, Derek Tromke. Number 23, a 6'4 senior, C.J. Feeney. And number 31, a 6'6 senior, Dalton Wood. Head coach Clay Shepard, assistant coach Bronson Wood. It'll be Dalton Wood and Braden Hutto jumping to start this ball game. Trojans going left to right in the all-black uniforms, and the Falcons in the all-white going right to left. Wood and Hutto get ready to jump it up. Ball's in the air. Wood wins this one easily. Carson Tromke will control it for the Trojans. He'll bring it across the timeline. It works to the left side, comes back up C.J. Feeney down the corner. Derek Tromke goes inside to Bronson Wood. Wood with an easy height advantage puts the ball on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball right off the bat. He's going to do it. He's got to do a power dribble right there and didn't do it. And the Falcons will get the ball on the turnover. So Unrain will bring it in. See, that is number 25, Travis Neben, who's got the start instead of Unrain. And Neben's got it here on the left wing. Gets inside. This is Drew Scott, knocked away by Will Taylor, but Taylor's going to get called for the reach. The first foul of the night belongs to the Trojans, and it belongs to Will Taylor. Colton Hagan will get ready to inbound it. Box set out of the Falcons. They cut, get it in. It's stolen away by C.J. Feeney, and now we're going to have a jump ball, but it's going to belong to the Trojans. Feeney and Kisker tie it up there. Feeney to inbound it for the Trojans. Gets it into Carson Tromke. The sophomore point guard's going to bring it up the floor, left-hander. Crosses the timeline, works left side to brother Derek. Back up top to Carson. Right side it comes to Will Taylor. Goes underneath to Feeney, and Feeney tries to throw it into Dalton Wood. He can't handle the pass. Stolen away by the Falcons. It's picked up by Neben. Neben up the floor to Hagan. Hagan down there to Scott in the corner. Back up top to Hagan. Left side it comes to Neben. Down to Braden Hutto in the right corner. Inside to Drew Scott. He'll put the shot up in the end. Drew Scott with the first basket of the night. It's 2-0 Falcons. And here's a steal by Scott. Carson Tromke tried to feed Feeney, but stolen away by Scott. He'll drive the floor, puts it up, got it. Nope, it didn't. It fell out. We're going to have a foul on Carson Tromke, though, his first, and it'll send Drew Scott to the line to shoot 2. Careless with the basketball here. The Trojans, their third turnover in as many possessions. So Drew Scott at the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's on the way. He missed it. Let's thank Mark's Pharmacy and Shirley Case Coffee Shop, Mid-Plains Community College, MNB Bank, Nebraska Corn Processing, Quality Urgent Care, Red Willow Chemical, River Valley Services, and Runza Restaurant for being sponsors tonight. Scott hits the second one. It's 3-0. He's got all 3 Falcon points. Falcons lead at 3-0. Carson Tromke. Over to Derek Tromke on the left wing. Back up top to Carson. Over to Will Taylor on the right wing. Back to Carson. Left side to Derek Tromke. 3 on the way to tie it. Got it. Derek Tromke ties the ball game up. We're tied at 3. Hagan will bring it up across the timeline. Left side, it comes to number 5. That is Keenan Gass, who's checked into the ball game for Drew Scott. Back to Hagan. Now back to Gaston on the left wing. Gaston was the quarterback of the football team. Now that's Drew Scott. And I was checked in for Neben, I'm sorry. Here is Kisker with it, going up and puts it up high off the glass against Feeney. And Kisker with his first points of the year. 5-3 now. Carson Tromke, top of the key. Right side to Will Taylor. Back to Carson. Derek Tromke on the left wing. Back up top to Carson. Back to Derek on the left wing. Down the corner to Feeney. Got a 3-second call here on Dalton Wood. Saw 4 of those in the girls' game. The first one here tonight in the boys' game. Hagan will bring it up the floor for the Falcons. And across the timeline, middle of the floor, right in the big old Falcon head there. Kicks it over to Gasson, almost stolen away by Carson Tromke. Kisker has it top of the key now, right side. Inside, it's lobbed inside, but Carson Tromke steals that one. Drew Scott tried to throw it inside to Gaston, stolen away by Carson Tromke. Will Taylor has the top of the key. He'll hand it off to Carson Tromke. Trojans will reset it. Taylor, right side, back to Carson Tromke, back to Derek, left side. Another three on the way, a little bit too long. Dalton Wood chases the rebound down for the Trojans. Back to Taylor. Carson Tromke going to drive into the elbow, kicks it back out to Derek. Back up to Carson. Will Taylor gets it on the right wing now. Goes inside to Wood. Wood makes a nice move on the inside. Can't get the shot to go. Fights for the rebound. Has it tipped away. And Derek Tromke's going to run it down for the Trojans. Feeds it down to C.J. Feeney. He'll go up for the shot. It's blocked by Braden Hutto. And then Feeney went up for the shot, but he's behind the bankboard and then traveled when he came down with it. Braden Hutto with the block right there. Good hustle by the Falcons. 5-3, they lead it. 5:15 left here in the first period. They're up by 2. Hagan brings it to the left side. This is Gaston with it. Going to get a screen from Hutto. Drives inside. Kicks it back out. Knocked away by Feeney, but it's run down by Kisker. Kisker working up top. Gets it to Hagan on the right side. Loses the ball. Able to run it down. Drives inside. Kicks it back out. Gaston down in the corner to Drew Scott. He traveled and no call. Jumped and came down with it. No call there. Coach Shepard not happy with that. Timeout here by Coach Randall Routh. We'll take one with him. 5-3 your score. Hitchcock County with a 2-point lead. 4:50 left here in the first period. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Valmont is the world leader in mechanized irrigation, and we're looking for additional workers and offering a $2,000 bonus. Valmont of McCook has open positions now in many areas of our plant, including machine operators, galvanizers, shippers, welders, and more. Come join our Valmont team with an amazing list of benefits that include medical, dental, vision, life insurance. But there's more benefits too. Plus, right now, come apply and ask about our $2,000 bonus. Apply online today at valmont.com or on site.
This is HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you, along with Marcus Gonzalez at the studio. Falcons with the ball at half court, going right to left across the radio dial. Hagan to inbound it. Also have Scott, Gaston, Hutto, and Kisker on the floor. It's the Tromke boys, Carson and Derek. And Gaston has it up top. On the Feeney, Wood, and Will Taylor out there for the Trojans, still their starters. Gaston gets it inside, looking for Hutto. Has it knocked away, picked back up. Gaston has it. Now Drew Scott. Up top it comes to Hagan. Hagan working against Derek Tromke. Goes right side to Scott. They're going to double team him. Try to get the steal, and we're going to have a blocking foul here by Derek Tromke. Third foul on the Trojans, and none so far on the Falcons. Checking into the ballgame will be Travis Neben. So Hagan to inbound it. Got two guys at the block, two in the backcourt. Get it into Hagan. Looking inside for Kisker, working against Feeney. Puts a shot up. Can't get it to go. Dalton Wood with the rebound. Wood kicks it out to Carson Tromke. Trojans on the run here. Going to get to the top. Kicks it back to Dalton Wood. Left side it goes Derek Tromke. Tromke goes inside to Feeney at the short corner. Feeney trying to get it into Dalton Wood. It's knocked away by Kisker. It goes out of bounds and remain with the Trojans. Falcons lead at 5-3. 4:15 left here in the first period. Carson Tromke inbounded. Box set from the Trojans. Wood and Feeney at the blocks. Going to get it. Try to get it in. It's tipped away. And Colton Hagan tipped this ball away into the bankboard. They're going to. And they missed this. That's the second bad call by this crew here in this boys' game. Hagan gets the inbounds pass there because Braden Hutto tipped that ball away and hit the back of the bankboard. They gave it to the Falcons. Here's Gaston with it. Gaston gets it back to Braden Hutto. Top of the key. Left side it comes to Neben. He's going to try to drive. Gets to the free throw line. Stolen away by Carson Tromke. And now we have a foul here by number 5, Keenan Gaston. Gaston was the starting quarterback for the semifinal team for the Falcons. Whether Colin not out for basketball, I don't know if he's out for wrestling or not. Zach MacArthur checks into the ballgame. Will Taylor will take a seat for the Trojans. Zach MacArthur, one of the 4 starters back from last year. Not starting tonight, though. MacArthur works top of the key, works to the left wing, comes back up top to Derek Tromke. He had Carson Tromke in the middle of the floor, missed him. Now he gets it on the right wing, back to MacArthur, back to Derek Tromke. 3 on the way, in and out, can't get it to go. Feeney with the rebound. He's going to be blocked in there by Hutto again. Dalton Wood gets the rebound, puts this one up and in. His first basket of the season. We're tied at 5. 3:35 left in the first period. We're tied at 5 here. Gaston working top of the key against Carson Tromke. Gets it to Neben on the right wing. They're going to try to double team him. He's going to drive. He's going to be fouled by MacArthur. That's the fourth foul on the Trojans right now, just one on the Falcons. So MacArthur comes in the ballgame, gets a foul right away. Hagan will inbound it for the Falcons. They got a line right down the left side lane, the opposite side of where he's standing. And Carson Tropke's going to get called for a hold here on the inbound play, his second foul. Running the same play here. Hagan off the far side. And they get it in. Trent Kisker puts it up over the top of Dalton Wood and puts the basket up and in. He's got 4 points. Falcons back up by 2, 7-5. Carson Tromke gets it to Zach MacArthur. Back to the right side to Carson. Back to Zach MacArthur. Back to Carson Tromke. Thought about the three. Kicks it back to MacArthur. Derek Tromke on the far side. Back to MacArthur. Now back to Carson Tromke. Wide open three from the left wing. Way too hard. Derek Tromke tries to run it down, and he does, but he's going to step out of bounds. Trojans having some problems finding the hole that's for the Falcons right now. Will Taylor checks back in. Carson Tromke will take a seat for the black and orange. Get it into Hagan. He loses the ball, but able to run it down. Going to be guarded by Derek Tromke, bringing it up the floor. Full court press now from the Trojans. Hagan across the timeline. Gets it to Neben on the right wing. Back up top to Hutto, and takes a shot from the top of the key. Hits it, and they're going to call it a three, and he was on the line. Hutto's going to get credit for a three there, and they didn't see him. One referee did see it on the line. The other one didn't. Let's see if they change that. It's 10-5. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one. Let's just keep it right here. We'll bring some of our sponsors here. Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Southwest Farm and Auto Supply, Stockman's Bank, Taco John's and McCook, Tri-Valley Health Systems, Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, Valmont Irrigation, Bureau Wireless out of McCook, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, and Western Select Genetics, Lance Shiflett. Sponsors here this evening. 10-5 your score. The Falcons are up by 5 here in the early going. We're in the first quarter. The Trojans have 5 fouls on them. The Falcons with just 1 here in this opening period. Zach MacArthur, Derek Tromke, Will Taylor, C.J. Feeney, and Dalton Wood on the floor for the Trojans. Colton Hagan, Keenan Gaston, Travis Neiman, Braden Hutto, and Trent Kisker on the floor for the Falcons. MacArthur with the ball, gets it up to C.J. Feeney. Feeney working up towards the half-court line, gets it across the timeline to Derek Tromke. He drives down to the right corner, kicks it back up top to Feeney. Feeney inside to the free throw line, has it knocked away, but MacArthur runs it down. Back to Derek Tromke on the wing. Back up top to MacArthur. Back to Tromke. Back up to MacArthur. Will Taylor on the left wing. Back up to MacArthur. Back to Will Taylor. Thought about the three. Gets it back to MacArthur. Back to Derek Tromke on the right wing. Back to MacArthur. Derek Tromke now, right wing. Three on the way. Off the rim. No good. We got a foul inside. This is on C.J. Feeney, his first. The 16th foul on the Trojans here in the first quarter. So Hagan will bring it up. Colton Hagan with the ball. Point guard for the Falcons. Crosses the timeline. Goes right side to Neben. He's guarded by Zach MacArthur. Back up top to Braden Hutto. Left side it comes to Gaston. And we got a moving screen here on Kisker. So Kisker with the moving screen right there. It's called for the foul. 2:04 left in the first period. It's 10-5. Hitchcock County with a 5-point lead. Zach MacArthur across the timeline. He'll be picked up by Hagan. Both teams playing man-to-man here. Here's Will Taylor. Going to get it back to Derek Tromke. Now the Falcons have switched to a zone. Gets it inside to Feeney. Feeney to Dalton Wood down in the short corner. Spins, kicks it back out to Feeney on the wing. Feeney drives, middle of the lane, going to lay it on. They're going to call a travel. I don't agree with that call. Feeney laid it up and in, but called for the travel. Hagan's going to bring it up the floor now. Drew Scott getting ready to check back in for the Falcons. Gets it to Gasson on the left wing. Back to Kisker, top of the key, right side to Neben. Neben gets it back up top to Hagan. Back inside to Hutto. Spin move against Dalton Wood. Shots up, can't get it to go. Kisker with the rebound. He'll put it up high off the glass, won't go. And we're going to have a foul here. I believe it's going to be on the Falcons. It is. Feeney got hammered on the rebound, got knocked to the floor. It's going to be on Colton Hagan, his first. Just the third team foul on the Falcons here in the first quarter. So MacArthur will inbound it. Gets it into Derek Tromke. Right back to MacArthur, and he'll bring it up the floor. He's going to be picked up by Hagan as he crosses the timeline. Half-court press here from the Falcons. Now they get it to Derek Tromke down in the far corner. Back up top to Feeney. Back to Derek Tromke. Back to Feeney. Back to Derek Tromke. Thought about the three. Going to work around. Going to get back up to Will Taylor up top. Taylor back to Tromke. Looking inside for Dalton Wood down at the block. Muscles his way inside. Lays it off the glass. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. He puts it up and in, but it's going to be a foul. It's going to be on the floor. It'll be Trojan basketball. It's going to be on the Falcons here. Travis Neben picks up his first foul. The fourth team foul on the Falcons now. Zach MacArthur inbound. We'll have a box set out of the Trojans. Feeney and Wood at the block. Derek Tromke and Will Taylor at the elbows. See if they get it in. They lob it up to Derek Tromke way up top. Left side it goes to Will Taylor on the wing. Back up top to Derek Tromke. Back to Taylor on the wing. Taylor back to Tromke, top of the key. Right side it comes to Feeney on the wing now. He'll drive inside, gets to the elbow, jump stop, kicks it back out. Taylor. And he. Another 3-second call. That's the third one here tonight. That seemed like a pretty quick 3-second call if it was on C.J. Feeney because he just got in the lane. Colton Hagan going to bring it up across the timeline. They lead it 10-5. 32 seconds left here in the first period. Here's Neben with it on the left wing. Back up top to Hagan. Right side it goes to Drew Scott. Shots on the way. Got it. Drew Scott's got 5 points. He's got the leading scorer here. He's got as many as the Trojans do right now. 17 seconds left. Feeney. And they're going to call him for a carry. 13-5. The Falcons lead it by 8 here with 14 seconds left here in the first period. Neben's going to inbound it. Gets it into Hagan. He'll be picked up by Derek Tromke when he crosses the timeline. Going to get a screen from Scott. Rolls to the right side. Drives inside. Tries to throw it inside. It's stolen away by Zach MacArthur. Now we have a foul to believe it's going to be on Neben, or it might be on Hagan. Nope, it's on Neben. His second. 5.1 seconds left here in the first period. Zach MacArthur will inbound it for the Trojans. Going to be a full court press now from the Falcons with 5 seconds left here. They get it into Derek Tromke. Tromke gets up to half court. 2 seconds, throws it towards the basket. It won't go. 13-5 your score. Hitchcock County with the lead after 1 period of play. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with quarter number 2 right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Oh, man! It's the classic Murphy's Law. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. And the worst time for an electrical shortage is the fourth quarter of the big game in scoring position. Don't let that happen to you. At O'Brien Electric, they specialize in a variety of electrical support, including commercial, agricultural, oil field, and of course, residential wiring. So you'll never miss the biggest play of the season again. O'Brien Electric, 308-340-8204. That's 340-8204.
M&B, berries are different. M&B.
Operating a successful farm business takes courage, skill, and hard work. It also takes a financial partner that knows agriculture financing, because farming is more than just planting and harvesting. It's a science, it's a business, and it's a way of life. Call, click, or stop by M&B to meet our ag lending team today. M&B Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
M&B.
HFRSN, Southwest Nebraska's leader.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you along with Marcus Gonzalez at the studio. And the Falcons, and they throw it away. Derek Tromke's going to get the steal on the inbounds pass to start the second quarter. He's going to drive inside, lays it up and in. Derek Tromke has 5 points for the Trojans, and they're back within 13-7 now. Right side it goes Drew Scott on the wing. Guarded by Will Taylor. The Trojans all over him now. Trying to get it up top. They get it to Hutto. Hutto working against Dalton Wood now. Hutto going to hand it off to Colton Hagan. Hagan goes to the right side to Drew Scott. Back to Hagan. And he's going to turn around, kicks it back up. Almost threw it away. Drew Scott runs it down, though. Here's Hutto working against Wood. Up top on the top of the key. Left side to Gaston. Back over to Hagan. Now back to Gaston on the wing. Back up top Kisker. Quickly over to the right side on the wing to Drew Scott. Scott back to Hagan. Now back to... And Gass is going to get called for a travel. Keenan Gasson with the travel on the left wing here. Good tough man-to-man defense there from the Trojans. Both teams have been after each other in this man-to-man. Carson Tromke now. Works it across the timeline. Left side picked up by Hagan. Gets it to Tromke. Derek Tromke gets it inside. This is Dalton Wood, and we're going to have a foul on the floor here against the Falcons. I believe it's against Kisker. It is. Kisker picks up foul number 2. Him and Travis Nieben both with 2 for the Falcons. 2 for Carson Tromke for the Trojans. He'll inbound it. Got a line right down the free throw lane. Trying to get it in. They get it into Dalton Wood down the short corner, and he's going to try to move it. He's going to travel. Trojans going to pick him up at half court here. Colton Hagan brings it up the floor for the Falcons. They lead it 13-7. 7 minutes left in the first half. Right side it goes to Drew Scott on the wing. Scott is going to drive. Going to try to pass it back into Kisker. Can't get it to him. Hutto's got it. Top of the key now. Left side it comes to Hagan. Hagan's going to drive. Gets inside Dalton Wood trying to block it. And we're going to have a foul here. Let's see who this is on. It's going to be on Derek Tromke. It's going to be his second. It's going to be a 1-and-1 now for Colton Hagan. Hagan has yet to score tonight. Goes to the free throw line to try to break that ice. Shots on the way. Swish. Colton Hagan hits the first one. And to try to make this one, make it 75% for the Falcons here in the first half. They're 2 of 3 right now. Second one's on the way. It's too hard off the back of the glass. Will Taylor with the rebound. Kicks it out to Carson Tromke on the outlet. Back to Taylor. Taylor's going to drive inside, gets the middle of the lane, puts a shot up, won't go. Rebound, tip around, goes off the rim, and now we're going to have a foul on Feeney. And that is C.J. Feeney's second foul. Austin Harris getting ready to check in for the Trojans. 6'4" senior checks into the ball game. He'll come in for Feeney. Feeney getting his first break of the ball game. So Kisker at the free throw line. 1-and-1. He's got 4 points on the night. And he misses the run in and is rebounded by Gaston, though. Kicks it back out to Hutto. His 3 on the way. No good. Rebound Derek Tromke. Tromke down the far side of the floor. Gets inside. Lays it up and in. Derek Tromke's having a great night. He's got 7. Leads the Trojans 14-9. What a move by Tromke right there. Colton Hagan crosses the timeline with the ball. Guarded by Tromke. Gets it to Drew Scott. Trying to get a screen from Kisker. Scott drives right down the middle of the lane, puts it up and in. Nobody stepped in front of him to stop him. Somebody's got to help out there. Carson Tromke with it now. Across the timeline quickly. Trojans on the move. Carson kicks it to Derek on the left side. He'll get to the top of the key. Kicks it back to Carson. Gets it over to Will Taylor now. Taylor going to drive inside. Kicks it back to Carson Tromke. Back to Taylor. Derek Tromke down in the corner trying to find Dalton Wood. Gets it inside to him down at the block. Spin move. Lay a little baby hook. Won't go. Austin Harris fights for the rebound. It's on the floor. And it's going to be a jump ball as Harris fights for that with Trent Kisker. And it'll belong to the Falcons. Falcons up by 7, 16-9. Nope, it's going to be Trojan basketball. No, maybe. Whose is it? Yep, it is Trojan. Austin Harris, Dalton Wood at the block. Derek Tromke and Will Taylor at the wings. Carson Tromke to inbound it. Trying to get somebody. Now gets it into Derek Tromke at the corner. Almost had the 5-second call there. Back up top to Will Taylor. And a 3-second call on Dalton Wood. That's the 4th one on the Trojans here in the first half. Dalton Wood's trying to say, my foot's outside here. He's sitting there showing the referee, but the referee just turned and walked away. Hagan across the timeline. Gets it down to Gaston on the wing. Gets it in the free throw line. Hey, Hutto driving the lane. Got it. Backdoor pass to Braden Hutto. His first 2-point basket of the ballgame. He's got 5 points. 18-9 now. A 9-point Falcon lead. Trojans struggling to get the ball in the hoop right now. Carson Tromke gets it to Austin Harris down on the wing. He's going to drive inside. Kicks it back out. Will Taylor out to Derek Tromke. 3 on the way. It's too long. Rebound comes down to Trent Kisker. Kisker going to push it up the floor for the Falcons. Down in the corner, Gaston back inside Kisker, working against Austin Harris. Gets it over to Drew Scott. Turnaround jumper's on the way, no good, but Will Taylor's going to get called for the foul. And that's Will Taylor's second. 10th team foul to be double bonus the rest of the way. It's even just 9 team fouls. It will be double bonus after this. Drew Scott to shoot 2, hits the first one. He's 2 of 3 right now on the night. He's got 8 points leading the Falcons, leading all scorers, actually. Derek Tromke has 7 for the Trojans to lead them. Austin Harris back out of the ballgame. C.J. Feeney in. 10-point lead for the Falcons, 19-9. Scott trying to make it bigger, can't do it. Misses the second. Here's C.J. Feeney. Gets down to the elbow. Turns, kicks it back out to Zach MacArthur, who's checked in. Back to Derek Trompe. Tried to get into Dalton Wood. Is tipped away. It'll stay with the Trojans. Carson Trompe going to inbound. We're going to have a line right down the free throw lane on the nearest, off the far side there. Travis Neben back in. Trent Kisker will take a seat for the Falcons. Not a real deep bench here for Coach Rath. Carson Trompe gets it into Dalton Wood. Back out to Derek Trompe on the wing. Back up top to Zach MacArthur. He's going to drive inside, kicks it back out to Derek Trompe. Now to Carson in the corner. Back inside to Dalton Wood. Makes a move. Spin move. Got it. Nice left-handed move. A reverse spin by Dalton Wood. He's got 4 points. 19-11 your score. An 8-point lead for the Falcons. Colton Hagan crosses the timeline, middle of the floor. Works it to the right side to Drew Scott. Scott guarded by C.J. Feeney. He knocks it away. Feeney on the fast break going up against Hutto. He's going to lay it up and in. C.J. Feeney with his first basket of the season. 19-13. Back to a 6-point ball game now. Trojans trying to get back into this. Hagan across the timeline. Top of the key. Works to the right side to Scott. Scott's been the leading scorer tonight. He's on fire. Hutto now underneath, down underneath to Scott. Turnaround jumper against Feeney. Can't get the shot to go. Dalton Wood with the rebound. Kicks it out to Derek Trompe. Trojans on the run. Trompe down to the left wing. Back up top to MacArthur. Now back to Trompe. 3 on the way. In and out. No good. We can't get it to go. Hutto with the rebound for the Falcons. I would have cut the lead to 3 had it went. Hutto on the right wing. Gets it down to Neben. Back up to Hutto now. Back up top to Drew Scott. Left side it goes. Gaston's going to drive inside. Puts a little short jumper up and got it. Keenan Gaston out of the short corner on the near side. Puts the basket in. It's 21-13. Back to an 8-point lead. Here's Feeney. Going to drive inside. Gets a nice little power move. Can't get it to go. Dalton Wood with the rebound. He steps inside against Hutto, and he's going to be blocked in. It's going to be C.J. Feeney with the rebound. Puts it up and in. He's got 4. They believe that's 4 straight points for Feeney and makes it back to a 6-point game, 21-15. Hagan, right side to Gaston. Back up top to Neben. Right side it goes to Drew Scott. Inside, looking for Gaston. Shots up and in. Gaston off the block, puts it up high off the glass and put it in. Zach MacArthur now press from the Falcons. They break it. C.J. Feeney gets down inside the block. Going to make a move high off the glass and puts it in. C.J. Feeney with 6 straight points for the Trojans. Makes it 23-17, a 6-point ball game. We got a double foul here. Foul's on Zach MacArthur. And Travis Neben, number 25, picks up his 3rd. MacArthur picks up his 2nd. A double foul there. Neben comes out of the ballgame. Coming in is number 23, Jackson Unrain. The jump ball, and it'll belong to the Falcons. So that'll switch the possession arrow in the Trojans' favor. 2:39 left here in the first half. It's 23-17 in favor of the Falcons. So Hagan trying to get it in bounce. Now gets it in to Unrain. Unrain guarded by MacArthur. Gets it down to the left wing. Jump stop. Kicks it back out to Hagan. Top of the key. Right side it goes to Drew Scott. Back up top. Hutto now. Goes inside. Got Gaston working against Carson Trompe. Turnaround jumper won't go. Trompe with the rebound. Carson Trompe working it up the floor now for the Trojans. Throws it over the top of Derek Trompe, but Trompe somehow saved it, but into the hands of Colton Hagan. Down the floor he comes, and it's knocked away from behind by Colton, by Derek Trompe, and then it goes off of, it looked like it was off the Falcons, but they're going to say no, it was off the Trojans. It'll be Falcon basketball. Derek Trompe with great hustle after a great jump right there. Get that pass saved. He comes back from behind after the turnover and knocks it away. They get it into Kisker. Kisker back to Hagan for 3. Shot's good. Colton Hagan drills a 3. His first basket of the season. He's got 4 points. The other one came off a free throw. Carson Trompe at the ball. Left wing kicks it to C.J. Feeney. Feeney working on the wing. Kicks it back up top to MacArthur. Back to Feeney here on the right side up high. Going to drive inside. Spin move. Loses the ball. It's on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball to belong to the Trojans. 26-17. 9-point lead for the Falcons. They've had it as many as 10, but the Trojans have cut it back to 6. Just can't quite get over that hump. They're down by 9 right now. 1:51 left in the first half. Got some discussion going on here. And Coach Shepard's agreeing that this is going to be Falcon basketball. No change of the arrow on the double foul there. Did not know that. Now I know. 26-17, Falcons with the lead and the ball. Hagan going to bring him up. And across the timeline going to be picked up by Derek Tromke as he does. This is the top of the key. Works to the right side. Switch there. C.J. Feeney on him now. Trying to get it back up top, and we got 3-second call here against the Falcons. The fifth or sixth 3-second call here in the first half. I don't think the kids are used to that. They didn't used to call it a lot. Drew Scott goes out. Jackson Unrain back into the ball game for the Falcons. 26-17, 9-point Falcon lead. 1:38 left here in the first half. MacArthur down to the left wing. Kicks it to Derek Tromke. Back up to MacArthur. Back to Tromke in the corner. Goes inside to Dalton Wood. Wood back out to MacArthur. Now to C.J. Feeney. Carson Tromke on the right corner. Back to Feeney on the wing. Going to drive inside. Lays it towards the basket. And we're going to have a charging call here against C.J. Feeney. Will Taylor will check into the ballgame as Feeney picks up his third foul. 1:21 left here in the first half. 26-17, Falcons up by 9. Both teams have struggled to put the ball in the hole here. Hagan, top of the key, goes left side to Unrain. Guarded by Zach MacArthur, loses the ball. And that should be a double dribble because Zach MacArthur didn't touch it. Now we're going to have a foul on Will Taylor. Coach Shepard asking why that wasn't double dribble. Will Taylor's going to pick up his third, and they're going to send Kisker to the line to shoot 2. I'd be surprised if Austin Harris doesn't come into the ball game here with 1:08 left and Taylor picking up his third foul. Kisker to shoot 2. First one's on the way, and it's short. Kisker's 0 for 2 on the night from the charity stripe. Can give the Falcons a 10-point lead if he makes this one. Let's thank Acres Equipment of McCook and Amateurs Bar and Grill for being sponsors. He missed it. Will Taylor with the rebound. Kicks it up to Carson Tromke across the timeline. Left wing now. Back up to Taylor. Over to Zach MacArthur. Back to Will Taylor. Back to MacArthur. Down to Derek Tromke. Back up to MacArthur. Back to Tromke. Goes inside for Dalton Wood. Knocked away by Hagan. It's on the floor. It's picked up by Hutto. Hutto bringing it up the floor now for the Falcons. And it's down to Kisker in the corner. Drives inside. Goes up against MacArthur. Shots no good. Rebound by Derek Tromke. Down to 45 seconds left here in the first half. Tromke back up to Zach MacArthur. Right side it comes to Will Taylor. Down to Carson Tromke. Back to Will Taylor. Back to Zach MacArthur. And Derek Tromke back inside to Dalton Wood. Missed a shot. No foul called. Braden Hutto with the rebound. Dalton Wood wanted a piece of his arm right there. Gaston with the ball in the corner. Back up to Hutto. Hutto inside to Kisker. Working against Derek Tromke. Shots up. Got it. Kisker with 6 points now for the Falcons. 15 seconds left here. It's 28-17. Here's Carson Tromke. 3 on the way from the left wing. No good. Rebound comes down to Colton Hagan with 5 seconds left. He's going to drive down the floor. Gets it down inside to Gaston. He's going to be fouled by Zach MacArthur. MacArthur picks up his third. The buzzer went off about 2 seconds after the foul was called to see if they put any time back on or not. So Keenan Gass is going to shoot some free throws here. Going to be shooting 2. And then we will go to halftime. 28-17, the Falcons with the lead. He's going to try to extend it to make it by 13. He hits the first one. Gaston has 5. Trying to make it 6. Shots on the way. Got it. He's got 6, and the Falcons lead at 30-17 at halftime. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will have your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
When a medical emergency hits close to home, you need an excellent hospital that's close to home. That's why I'm donating to the hospital fundraising.
Your tax-deductible gift to the hospital helps pay for new equipment, capital improvements, and special programs that can improve health care for all of us right here close to home. Call us and share the gift of health. Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, sharing the gift of health.
Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Affordable transportation for everyone.
We're your ride to the doctor, shopping, or work, just about anywhere, from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday in Southwest Nebraska. We can even get you to Kearney or Grand Island. Call 308-276-2182 the day before to reserve your spot.
Hitch and Hay Public Transit. Hitch and Hay Public Transit.
Proven performance, trusted reliability. That is what H&H Trailers are. DLM Trailer Sales and Service sells H&H Trailers with outstanding customer service. For the last couple of decades, H&H has been manufacturing trailers with unmatched strength, durability, and exceptional value. Steel and aluminum utility trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, dump trailers, and enclosed cargo trailers with the professional reliability and performance that you can count on. Get to DLM Trailer Sales and Service to learn more today or call Darren at 697-4240. Your source for H&H Trailers.
No matter who you are and where you're going, Mid-Plains is here for you. The differences of our campuses make us stronger. Our shared mission propels us forward. You can't define us as one person, one town, one place. We are many, in pursuit of something bigger, together. With 6 individual campuses supporting a vast and determined region. We are Mid-Plains Community College.
Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Bourne back here with you along with Marcus Gonzalez back at the studio. This is your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. Hogemeyer Seeds, proud to be U.S. based. Contact Bo Seed in Orleans, Nebraska at 308-991-0542. Russ and Brendan Frax in Norton, Kansas at 785-871-7867. And the North 40 in Oberlin, Kansas at 785-475-4212. Hogemeyer Seeds, the right seed for right here. I'm Trent Florman. I'm joined now by Cambridge Trojan head coach Jared Albers. And, Coach, a pretty good first ball game for you and the girls.
From a lot of different people. Obviously, we had some key pieces step up and really kind of push tempo, but I felt like we had good contributions off the bench. We had some kids that, weren't our leading scorers from last year step up and lead us in scoring. So I'm really happy with the effort of the kids. We had a few times in the first half we got a little flat-footed, didn't move on defense and didn't rebound the ball. But as the game went on, we felt like one of our advantages, we had some depth. We could keep kind of chopping at them as the game went on, and we kind of pull away, and that's kind of how it went. But overall, happy with the attitude and the effort of the girls, and hopefully we can keep the ball rolling tomorrow night.
Yeah, you guys really got rolling there in that third quarter. You scored 17 points in the third quarter. You scored 20 the whole first half.
Right.
Got out on the run game and was able to make that work.
Absolutely, and they really packed it in, and we did a good job of moving the ball around the perimeter, and then also our post finding the weak side wing defender open there, and we hit some shots that really kind of pulled, it really made the game kind of stretch out there for us, lead stretch out.
Well, you and I talked a lot last year about just getting girls to shoot the ball. There wasn't no problem with that tonight. People stepped up and shot. They didn't make a lot of threes, but you shot them, and that eventually they'll come. And you've got to have that threat from out there to keep the inside open.
Absolutely. I mean, we tell the girls that all the time. If you don't shoot them, then they don't have to come out and guard you. Even if you shoot and miss, that stretches the defense out. And I do think we're going to be a better shooting team than we were a year ago. I mean, I think we were only 1 for 9 from 3 tonight. But I feel like that's going to be something that's going to be better for us. We didn't shoot free throws particularly better or very good tonight. I think we're going to be a 50 to 60% free throw shooting team, and if we'd have done that, we'd have pulled away a little bit more too. So I mean, there's always stuff to clean up and get better at. But I felt like the effort and the intensity and the togetherness was good tonight, and that's something that needs to carry forward.
Well, as you said, one of your leading scorers from last year, Jalen Kent, was your leading scorer tonight, 14 points. She was one of our amateurs bar and grill players of the game. And then off the bench, Brylan Springer came in and got 8 points per night. Had several rebounds tonight, too.
Yeah, we had her for 15 rebounds, so that's a heck of a night. And she was really confident when she got the ball. She hit a 3 there in the corner that she traveled on. But, I mean, I told her that's a shot that I'm totally confident in her pulling up and doing. So, it was great to get that contribution. And we got to play everybody, and everybody got to rotate in. And like I told the girls after the game, it was really nice to see that when we subbed, I don't feel like we really lost any of our effort and intensity and execution. I mean, I thought we did a lot of really good things with everybody on the floor tonight, and everybody had a lot of contributions. I mean, we had some silly early fouls that got us behind the 8 ball a little bit with some of our players, but And those girls will bounce back tomorrow and have a big night for us, too.
Yeah, tomorrow night, talking about that, you're going to bounce back, no rest for the wicked here. You can take on the Juanita Palisades Broncos. Another tough team. You guys were able to beat them a couple times last year, but talk to us about Juanita Palisade and how do you guys get the W tomorrow night?
Well, they're very athletic and they have some size. They're and Juanita is very much a basketball community, so they're going to be, they take a lot of pride in that. I don't think they're going to be as deep as they were a year ago. They lost a couple of really good players, but the players they have coming back are really athletic. The big thing for us is just trying to manage the things that we're good at. I think the same sort of mantra as we had tonight. As the game goes on, we just need to keep leaning on them and wearing them down, and then hopefully at the end of the game we can have a flurry to kind of pull away like we did tonight. So the big key for us is, I think we're deep. I think we have a lot of size. We should take care of the things that we can take care of. And, tomorrow night playing on our home floor, hopefully we shoot the ball from the outside a little bit better to stretch their defense out.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, a season opening win, and good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
That was Cambridge Trojan head coach Jared Albers. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be have your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show continue right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
See Corbelli Physical Therapy in Cambridge on Main Street to help you get the most out of your life. Hometown expert pain management and rehabilitation services are located in the heart of downtown Cambridge. Come into Corbelli Physical Therapy and ask about dry needling. It's just one of the techniques used for treatment of pain and movement impairments. Learn more by stopping into Corbelli Physical Therapy at 706 Patterson in Cambridge, or call for an appointment anytime to 697-4211. That's 697-4211.
When a medical emergency hits close to home, you need an excellent hospital that's close to home. That's why I'm donating to the hospital fundraising.
Your tax-deductible gift to the hospital helps pay for new equipment, capital improvements, and special programs that can improve health care for all of us right here close to home. Call us and share the gift of health. Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, sharing the gift of health.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
Bison fans, show your big red pride and support McCook Public Schools with an MNB Bison debit card. Every time you sign with the Bison debit card, MNB will donate to McCook Public Schools on your behalf. Make a difference for your school and put the big red Bison debit card in your wallet today. Call, click, or stop by your local MNB to learn more. MNB Bank, member FDIC.
There is a difference. MNB.
HHFRSN.
Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you, along with Marcus Gonzalez back at the studio. This is your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. Hogemeyer Seeds proud to be U.S. based. Contact Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg, Nebraska at 308-529-5028. Monty Hansen in Pinkelman, Nebraska at 308-340-5874. And Extreme Ag in Cambridge, Nebraska, 308-440-2652. Hogemeyer Seeds, the right seed. We're right here. 30-17, Hitchcock County with the lead here at halftime. Let's bring you the stats here for the first half. Score to pass on to you. I know that the Southwest girls beat Medicine Valley girls tonight 43-24. And Medicine Valley boys were up at halftime by a score of 33-9, and at the end of the third quarter was 47-18 in favor of Medicine Valley. Try to get to the final score there here shortly. And 30-17 your score. Here, let's give you the stats for the game so far. For the Hitchcock County Falcons, Braden Hutto has 5 points. Colton Hagan has 5 points. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Drew Scott with 8 points. He's 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. Keenan Gasson was 6. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Trent Kisker was 6. He was 0 of 3 from the free throw line. They go 5-11 in the first half, 45%. For the Trojans, Derek Tromke was 7 to lead them. C.J. Feeney has 6, and Dalton Wood has 4. They did not shoot a free throw in the first half, so still waiting for that first one for the season. The Trojans will have the ball to start the second half. They're going right to left across your radio dial. Carson Tromke with the ball. Him and Will Taylor out there along with Derek Tromke. Tromke from the free throw line shoots, and it won't go. Dalton Wood with the rebound, puts it up, and got it. Dalton Wood with 6 now on the night. Bring you the fouls here in just a second from the first half. Hagan the left side to Travis Neben. Back up top it comes to Kisker. Now right side to Drew Scott. Both teams got their starters out there. Back up to Hagan. Darren Huddle, the other Falcon on the floor. Gets to the right side here to Drew Scott. Scott back up to Hutto, looking for Neben. Didn't get it to him. Now gets it back to Colton Hagan here on the right side. Now Drew Scott, and we're going to have a 3-second call on the Falcons. It's going to be on Trent Kisker. That is the 7th 3-second call of the night. Number 5 checking in the ballgame. That'll be Keenan Gaston. He'll come in for Travis Neben. So Tromke brothers, Carson and Derek, along with C.J. Feeney, Dalton Wood, and Will Taylor for the Trojans. Carson Tromke bringing it up. The left-hander's going to cross the timeline, dribbles right-handed, gets to the wing, kicks it back up top to Will Taylor, back to Carson Tromke on the right wing, back to Taylor. Top of the key, left side, Derek Tromke on the left wing. Back up top to Carson Tromke. He's going to get to the wing, going to come back, going to kick it to brother Derek down here on the wing. Goes inside to Dalton Wood, middle of the floor, a little baby hook, and it won't go. Rebound comes down to Hagan now, and I don't know how that didn't go. It rolled all the way around the rim twice and didn't fall. Gets it inside to Kisker, down the block, working against Feeney. Shots up, won't go. Dalton Wood with the rebound. Wood out to Carson Tromke. Tromke working the top. Not about the three. Kicks it back to C.J. Feeney. Feeney down the corner to Will Taylor. Goes inside to Dalton Wood at the block, and we got a foul from behind. This is going to be on Hutto, I believe. Hutto had one Hagan had one in the first half. It is on Hutto. It's his first. Keenan Gassett had one. Kisker with 2. Travis Neben with 3. Box set from the Trojans. Carson Tromke to inbound it. Everybody screens up, looking for Will Taylor in the corner. Now they get it to Dalton Wood right in the middle. And it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to belong to the Falcons. For the Trojans, Carson Tromke had 2. Will Taylor with 3. Derek Tromke 2. Zach MacArthur with 3. And C.J. Feeney with 3 fouls also. 30-19 your score. 6:35 left here in the third period. Drew Scott with the ball on the right wing. Gets it down to Kisker. Drives the corner. Goes along the baseline. Gets it out to Gaston. Shots up. Can't get it to go. Fought for, and it goes out of bounds off of Gaston. Him and Will Taylor were fighting for it. Gaston knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball. Trojans trying to crawl back into this one. It's been all Falcons so far in the first half. Second half just getting underway. Carson Tromke comes up, trying to trap him. They get him across the timeline. Will Taylor runs down the loose ball, and we're going to have a foul on Trent Kisker. It's going to be his third. Him and Travis Neben both with 3 now for the Falcons. Referees has slapped him in the head. So C.J. Feeney inbounded about top of the key, high off the far side of the floor. Gets it into Carson Tromke. Tromke going to work here to the left wing. Going to dribble back top of the key now. Comes back to brother Derek here on the left wing. Back up top to Carson. Right side to Feeney. Down to the corner to Will Taylor. Back up to Feeney. He's going to get to the elbow. Takes the shot. Off the front of the rim. Won't go. Rebound comes down to Hagan. Hagan working up the floor. Going to get to the elbow. Kicks it back out to Gaston. Inside it goes to Kisker. Back out to Gaston. 3 on the way. Got it. And it's going to be a 4-point play. I believe it is. Keenan Gaston with the 3. He's got 9 points on the night. Gives him back to a 14-point lead. The foul's on Carson Tromke, his third. So Carson Tromke, Will Taylor, Zach MacArthur, C.J. Feeney all with 3. Travis Neben checking into the ball game. He's going to come in for Trent Kisker. So Keenan Gaston at the free throw line trying to get the 4-point play here. Let's thank Brining Truck and Trailer, Cambridge Body Shop, Cambridge Supermarket, Cambridge Telephone, and Channel C's Andrew Carpenter. Gaston missed the free throw. Rebound comes down to Will Taylor. Out to Carson Tromke. Gaston's first miss from the charity stripe tonight. C.J. Feeney down to Derek Tromke. 3 from the corner. In and out, won't go. And Hagan comes down with the rebound for the Falcons. Out to Hutto, back to Hagan. Hagan will bring it across the timeline. Trojans really have some great shots. That one is in and out. Just cannot get it to go tonight. Hagan, right side, down to Gaston. Gaston gets a short corner. Back up top to Hagan on the wing. And now we got a 3-second call on Travis Neben. The 8th 3-second call. There were 6 in the girls' game. There's 8 so far in the boys' game. 5:19 left, and I don't think we saw 14 all last season. Whether that was the reffing or just the kids getting in and out better. Feeney, right side to Derek Carson Tromke. Gets it to Will Taylor. Drives baseline. Turns, kicks it back out to Carson Tromke. 3's on the way. Got it. Carson Tromke. His first basket of the season. 33-22, an 11-point Hitchcock County lead. Hagan goes to the left side to Gaston. Back up top to Hagan. Right side it comes to Drew Scott now. Scott goes inside. The Huddle's knocked away by Dalton Wood. C.J. Feeney with the ball in his hands. Drives down the lane, gets inside, going to lay it up and in. C.J. Feeney goes coast to coast off the tip. And Coach Randall Rath wants a timeout. Trojans back within 9 now, 33-24. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with the rest of the third quarter right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KCMC.
No matter who you are and where you're going, Mid-Plains is here for you. The differences of our campuses make us stronger. Our shared mission propels us forward. You can't define us as one person, one town, one place. We are many, in pursuit of something bigger, together. With 6 individual campuses supporting a vast and determined region. We are Mid-Plains Community College.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Lauren back here with you, along with Marcus Gonzalez back at the studio. 33-24. Trojans back on the run. They were down 14. They scored 5 straight. Coach Rath calls a timeout. Hitchcock County with the lead right now. Channel C's Andrew Carpenter Community Hospital, Cope Family Dentistry, Corbelli Physical Therapy, Cross Creek Golf Links, Dole Auto Repair, First State Bank of Cambridge, and Hogemeyer Seeds Troy Wiestat. Sponsors here tonight. Hitchcock County will have the ball going left to right across the radio dial. They got to bring it length to the floor now. Gast is going to inbound it to Hagen. Trojans drop back, no press. Hagen's going to bring it up. He'll be picked up by Feeney when he crosses the timeline here. Right side up high. Gets it down the corner. This is Kisker with it, who's checked back in. Double team down there, gets out of it. Takes it back up. This is Drew Scott right down the middle of the lane up on top of Dalton Wood. Can't get it to go. And Wood's going to get the rebound. Over the top of Trent Kisker. They wanted over the back call, didn't get it. MacArthur with the ball, top of the keys. Check back into the ballgame for the Trojans. Back over to Feeney. Back to MacArthur. Left side now to Derek Tromke. Thought about the 3. Back to MacArthur. Back to Feeney. Right side, Carson Tromke. Back to Feeney. Gets to the elbow. Kicks it back out to MacArthur. Down the corner. Derek Tromke, 3 on the way. Can't get it to go. Dalton Wood at the rebound. But we're going to have a foul and gets Dalton Wood. Dalton Wood picks up his first foul of the season. Must have done a little push before he went up and got the rebound. Hagen with the ball. Crosses the timeline. Right side. Gets it down to Kisker. Kisker in the corner. Double team. Skip pass over to Drew Scott on the left wing. Down in the corner now to Gaston. Goes inside. Huddle's got it. Skip pass back over to Hagen. Hagen to the elbow. It's going to be guarded there. He turns, shoots, and got it. Through the double team, he shot that and got 6 points now for Hagen. 35-24, back to an 11-point lead. MacArthur goes to Derek Tromke. Back up to MacArthur. He'll drive through the free throw line. Skip pass over to Feeney on the right wing. Back to MacArthur on the left. Down the corner to Derek Tromke. Tromke back up to MacArthur. He'll drive inside. Kicks it back out to Derek Tromke. 3 on the way. Got it! Derek Tromke for 3. He's got 10 points now for the Trojans. They're back within 8, 35-27. 3:10 left here in the third period. Drew Scott tipped away by Derek Tromke. Still. Tromke up the floor. Finds C.J. Feeney. He's going to take it in. Lays it up and in. C.J. Feeney's had a great second half. He's got 4 points there. In the second half, 10 altogether. 35-29 now. 6-point ball game. Timeout by the Falcons. Trojans have cut the lead to 6, 35-29. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with more high school basketball on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
See Corbelli Physical Therapy in Cambridge on Main Street to help you get the most out of your life. Hometown expert pain management and rehabilitation services are located in the heart of downtown Cambridge. Come into Corbelli Physical Therapy and ask about dry needling. It's just one of the techniques used for treatment of pain and movement impairments. Learn more by stopping into Corbelli Physical Therapy at 706 Patterson in Cambridge, or call for an appointment anytime to 697-4211. That's 697-4211.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KCMC. And now, we got a technical? No. Got too many guys coming out on the floor there. Jeff Floor back here with along with Marcus Gonzalez. Hitchcock County with the 35-29 lead over the Trojans. Hagen with the ball in the right corner. Gets it down to Neben and gets it back up top. This is Hagen. Hagen to the wing. Gets it inside to Kisker. Going up against Dalton Wood. Wood blocks the shot. Gets the rebound. Pushes it down the floor to Derek Tromke. Tromke across the timeline. Will hand it off to brother Carson. That's C.J. Feeney's going to drive baseline. Gets inside. Going up against Hutto. Blocked from behind. Dalton Wood with the rebound. Puts it in. Trojans wanted a foul, didn't get it, but they'll take the basket. 35-31, a 4-point ball game now. One thing Coach Rath said in the interview, he's worried about whether they had the legs to go for a full game. Dalton Wood is into the block, and they're going to call a foul here. Dalton's got to be careful he doesn't get a technical. That's his second. Dalton didn't like the call, but that'll send Travis Neben to the line for 2. He's scoreless tonight, has not shot a free throw either. 35-31 your score, 2:16 left in the third. Neben misses the first one. Let's thank Channel C's Andrew Carpenter, Community Hospital, Cope Family Dentistry, Covelli Physical Therapy, Cross Creek Golf Links, Dole Auto Repair. Neben hits the second one, makes it back to a 5-point game, 36-31. Neben's first point of the season. MacArthur across the timeline, work on here on the left side. Skip pass back over to Carson Tromke, almost stolen away. Back to MacArthur on the left wing. To Feeney now. Feeney's going to drive baseline. Gets inside and going to call a charge on him. Lowered his shoulder into him. That's the 4th foul on C.J. Feeney. Will Taylor's going to check back into the ballgame for Feeney, and he'll be done for the rest of this quarter, I'm sure. He doesn't lower the shoulder, just goes straight up. He has the basket right there, but he lowered the shoulder into Hutto. He had a little bit of that problem last year, too. Hagan going to bring it up. 5-point lead for the Falcons, 36-31. Drops off. Gets it across the timeline now to Hutto, who's guarded by Zach MacArthur. Back to Hagan. Hagan works left side, gets it to Gaston. Back inside to Kisker now from the elbow. Going to turn, kicks it back out to Hagan. 3 on the way. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Dalton Wood with the rebound. Kicks it back out to Carson Tromke, and it's stolen away now by Hagan. Hagan gets it across the timeline, guarded by Derek Tromke. Left side, it goes to Hutto, now to Gaston. Gaston back to Hutto. Back to Hagan. He'll set it back up. Top of the key. Trojans go to a 2-3 defense now. With Carson Tromke and Zach MacArthur up top. Wood playing the middle. Hagan goes inside, looking for Hutto. Working against Dalton Wood. Lays it up and in. Tough shot, but he got it. That was pretty impressive right there over the 6'6" Dalton Wood. Carson Tromke down to Derek Tromke in the corner. Goes inside to Dalton Wood. Working against Hutto. Going to change it around, and he's going to get fouled as he goes up. I believe this is going to be on Hutto. Dalton Wood to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. It is on Hutto. It's his second. Let's thank First State Bank of Cambridge, Hogemeyer Seeds, Troy Wiestad, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, Lifetime Eye Care, Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, Mark's Pharmacy, and Shirley K's Coffee Shop for being sponsors. Wood's first one missed. Mid-Plains Community College, MNB Bank, Nebraska Corn Processing, Quality Urgent Care, Red Willow Chemical, and River Valley Services. And Wood misses them both. Trojans missed their first 2 free throws of the season. Neben down to Kisker in the corner here on the right side. Going to drive inside, kicks it back up top. Hagan goes back to Neben here on the right wing, back down the corner to Hutto. Hutto, skip pass is stolen away by Derek Tromke, and we're going to have a foul here on Gaston. Gaston's going to pick up foul number 2. The 15th foul against the Falcons. 3 on the Trojans here in this third period. With 40 seconds left in the third, it's 38-31. Hitchcock County with the lead. They were up by as many as 14. Trojans had it back down to 3. They get it into Derek Tromke in the backcourt, guarded by Travis Neben. Brings it across the timeline, hands it off to Zach MacArthur. MacArthur working to the right side. Gets it into Derek Tromke at the free throw line, loses the ball. And now we're going to have a travel called on Derek Tromke as he falls to the floor. Trojans really had a problem catching the ball tonight. Starting to shoot the ball a little better. They scored 14 points here in this third period. They had 17 in the whole first half. Neben with it on the left wing for the Falcons. Back up top to Hagan. Goes right side to Gasson. Goes it underneath. Knocked away by Dalton Wood. A great play by Dalton Wood. Neben was standing wide open. Dalton Wood hustled, knocked it away. Goes out of bounds. Stays with the Falcons with 17 seconds left. Hagan to inbound. A box set out of the Falcons. Seeing if they can get it in. They get it into Kisker. Short corner here on the near side. Guarded by Will Taylor. He drives into the middle. Goes over the top of him and puts it in. Kisker with 8 now for the Falcons. Are back up by 9. 6 seconds. 5, 4. Derek Tromke for 3 off the right side. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down. Dalton Wood fights for it. Throws it off. Hagan goes out of bounds, but the clock's going to expire. 40-31 your score. Hitchcock County up by 9 as we go to the fourth quarter. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
They say if you listen hard enough, you can hear the corn grow. It's true. When you're out in the field, you understand its challenges and what it needs to thrive. Channel Seedsmen bring insights from the field to our team of Bayer plant breeders. Their knowledge inspires our product development. From your best ground to your most challenging conditions, our products are designed to perform in your fields.
This is Andrew Carpenter, your local Channel Seedsman covering Furnace County and surrounding areas. Please contact me at 308-737-9394.
First State Insurance in Cambridge, your hometown team. First State Insurance is your local resource in Nebraska for the best and most affordable personal, commercial, and farm insurance products. For insurance outside the box, talk to one of their local independent agents. Let First State Insurance be your first choice for insurance. Their agents work with the nation's top insurance providers. As a result, they can offer you more choices, along with personalized service and the convenience of a nearby office. Call or stop by today, 308-697-3835. First State Insurance in Cambridge.
The most coverage lives here on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Going back to Marcus Gonzalez. We enter the fourth quarter. It's 40-31. Hitchcock County, but Cambridge has the ball to start the fourth. Carson Trompe over to Zach MacArthur on the right wing. Back up top to Carson Trompe. The left side comes to C.J. Feeney. He travels. Feeney's got to be careful. He's got 4 fouls here to start this fourth quarter. Zach MacArthur, Carson Trompe, Derek Trompe, C.J. Feeney, and Dalton Wood out there for the Trojans. Colton Hagan, Keenan Gaston, Trent Kisker, Travis Neben, and Braden Hutto out there for the Falcons. Gaston has it, gets it to Hagan here on the right side, down in the corner now to Kisker. Skip pass, back up to Gaston, back to Hagan, back to Kisker in the corner. Skip pass, back to Gaston on the left side, back up top to Hagan. Right side it comes to Kisker. He's going to try to drive baseline. Dribbles it out and kicks it over to Neben. Back up to Gaston. Traveled, got away with it. Hagan, skip pass over to Gaston. Goes inside to Hutto. Down the corner, short corner. Travis Neben, shots up, got it. Neben's got 3 for the Falcons, and they're back up by 11 now, 42-31. The Trojans had it down to 3. Carson Trompe back to C.J. Feeney. Feeney working inside. Kicks it back out to Carson Trompe. Drives, kicks it to MacArthur. Back up to Carson Trompe. Back over to Feeney. He gets into the middle. Going to turn, shoot, and no foul called there. Rebound comes down and goes off the Falcons and out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball. Wow. 42-31 your score. Both teams with 4 fouls here as we go to the fourth quarter. Trying to get it in. And get it back up to Derek Trompe. Trompe on the wing. Gets into the free throw lane. Makes a nice move. Puts it up and in. Derek Trompe. 12 points. He's leading the Trojans right now. Feeney has 10. Dalton Wood with 8 for the Trojans. Almost a steal here, but Derek Trompe's going to get called for the foul. Caught the arm right there. Almost had the steal, but caught the arm of Keenan Gaston. No doubt about that call right there. Those are the easy ones. Hagan going to try to get it in. Gets it into Hutto. Hutto on the left wing. Back up top to Hagan. Hagan's going to work towards the top of the key. Picked up by C.J. Feeney, who has 4 fouls. Gets it back over here to Keenan Gaston. Gaston down to Neben in the corner. Double team. Back out to Gaston. Gets it inside to Kisker. Working against Dalton Wood. Back out to Neben. Shots on the way. It's long. And Derek Trompe gets the rebound. And got bumped out of bounds by Hutto. And now we're going to have a foul on Dalton Wood. I don't know how they didn't call a foul on Hutto for over the back there. And Derek Trompe is going to pick up the foul. That's his 4th. Nope, they do call it on Dalton Wood. Shots on the way, and it's no good. Hutto missed it. It's his first free throw of the night. He's 0 for 1. Hutto getting ready for the second. And he hits it. 43-33, a 10-point lead for the Falcons. Hutto's got 8. Carson Trompe with the ball, working on the right wing. Gets it back over to Zach MacArthur. Now down the corner to Feeney. Gets it inside to Dalton Wood. Puts it up. Can't get it. Wanted a foul right there. Said he was hit on the arm, and the body language kind of said he was too. But now Derek Trompe knocks it away. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Falcons. Good hustle by Derek Trompe there. Pass was intended for Gaston. Goes out of bounds. Hagan to inbound it. 2-3 defense out of the Trojans. Now they get it into Gaston back over to Hagan. Left side it goes to Neben. Down in the corner. Back up top. It's stolen away by C.J. Feeney. Feeney working against Hagan. Gets down the floor. Lays it up. Got it. C.J. Feeney with 12 for the Trojans. Him and Derek Tromke both with 12. 43-35 your score. Falcons with an 8-point lead. Hagan guarded by Feeney. Then around there. Tromke knocks it away. It's on the floor. Neben going to travel. Travis Neben with the travel to be a turnover. Trojan basketball. Got a very, very good game here tonight. Falcons with the lead by 8. 43-35. 5:38 left here in the game. Carson Tromke going to bring it up for the Trojans. Kicks it to Zach MacArthur. He'll bring it across the timeline, left side, and they call him for a travel. He's asking Coach Shepard what he did. He said, you got a jump stop. So Gaston inbounds it, gets it into Hagan. 1-3-1 defense now out of the Trojans. C.J. Feeney up top. And they're trying to fight away. Hagan has it knocked away, sold away by Derek Tromke. Tromke brings it up across the timeline. Hits Zach MacArthur on the right side. Now to Feeney. Feeney looking baseline. Can't get in there. Don't get your fifth there. MacArthur back to Carson Tromke over to Derek Tromke. 3 on the way. Can't get it to go. Feeney with the rebound. Steps into the middle of the lane. Puts a shot up, and it won't go. Falls off the front of the rim, and they're going to throw it away. Keenan Gaston throws it away to be Trojan basketball. Threw it right into the Trojan bench. He was trying to throw it to Hagan, who was sprinting up the floor, but he threw it behind him, and Hagan wasn't looking anyway. MacArthur to inbound it. Going to get it to Derek Tromke down the corner. Throws it inside to Dalton Wood over the top of him, right to Trent Kisker. Kisker down the floor. Going to dribble out to the corner. Kicks it out to Drew Scott. Scott back to Hutto. Hutto, top of the key. Thought about the three. Kicks it over to Hagan. He'll take the three. It's off the rim. Won't go. Rebound comes down to Drew Scott. He's on the floor. Picks it back up. Picks it to Braden Hutto. Sold away by Derek Tromke once again. Tromke down the floor. Gets to the left wing. Drives inside. Power move. Into the middle of the lane. Kicks it up and in. 14 points for Derek Tromke. And we got a 6-point ball game once again. 43-37 timeout Falcons. We're going to take one with them. Falcons up by 6. 4:30 left here in the ball game. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Cambridge Supermarket is a family-owned store offering a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from everyday essentials to awesome foods, snacks, and more. They take pride in the spirit of community, and you'll see that when you walk in the store. Cambridge Supermarket is a full-service store that really works hard to provide the best experience possible. See weekly specials on their website at CambridgeSupermarket.com and shop the store in person today. That's www.CambridgeSupermarket.com.
This is HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Foreman back here with you along with Marcus Gonzalez at the studio. We're live from Hitchcock County High School in Trenton, Nebraska. It's 43-37. Hitchcock County with a 6-point lead. We got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this ball game. Let's thank Samway Floor Covering and Furniture. Runs a restaurant, Southwest Farm and Auto Supply, Stockman's Bank, Taco John's, Tri-Valley Health System, Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, Valmont Irrigation, Vieira Wireless out of the Cook, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, and Western Select Genetics Lance Shiflett for being sponsors here this season. Great ball game we got going on here. It's 43-37. Hitchcock County with the lead. They've been up by as many as 14 twice tonight. And the Trojans keep rattling it back and fighting and clawing and getting back into it. Falcons with the ball going left to right across your radio dial. It's Colton Hagan with it down to Gasson in to go inside to Kisker. Kisker working against Dalton Wood. Steps into the middle, kicks it back out to Hagan. 1-3-1 defense out of the Trojans. And Hagan's going to drive inside, puts a shot up over Wood. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Hutto, and they kick it back out. And now we got a 3-second call. Number 9. 6 in the girls' game, 9 here in the boys' game. 3-second calls. That's 15 total. I haven't seen 15 in 3 years. Carson Tromke drives inside, kicks it back out to brother Derek. 3 on the way, can't get it to go. Rebound to Feeney. He's going to drive inside, gets back into Dalton Wood. Shots up and in. Dalton Woods cut the lead to 4. 43-39. 3:55 left in the ball game. Falcons up by 4. Hagan working to the right side. Going to get it down to Gasson. Inside it goes to Kisker. Makes a nice move. A little body there, and it's knocked away. It's on the floor. It's picked up by Drew Scott. Almost stolen away by Hagan, or by Tromke. Excuse me. Back out it goes to Drew Scott. Drew Scott wasn't sure if he was going to get a play tonight or not. He got an injury. I don't know what the injury is. And double team now is Gasson. He's going to drive inside, puts a shot up short. Dalton Wood loses the ball, and it goes out of bounds. He had the rebound, couldn't hang on to it. I know Coach Rath said one of the things he was worried about is, are we in basketball shape because of the long football season? And they might be getting just a little bit tired now. Kisker gets it on the inbounds. Dalton Wood blocks it. Kisker with the rebound. Kicks it back out. Braden Hutto over to Drew Scott. 3 on the way from the left side. Can't get it to go. And now we got a foul here on Gaston. Gaston picks up his third, and that's going to send, I believe, C.J. Feeney to the line for a 1-and-1. Nope, that's just a 6th foul. I'm sorry. Trojans will shoot free throws from here on out. They've only got 5 fouls. MacArthur, top of the key, hands it off to Feeney. Feeney going to drive down the right side lane, kicks it out to Derek Tromke. Tromke inside, kicks it back out to Carson Tromke. Back to MacArthur. MacArthur's going to drive right down the lane. Nobody stops him. He lays it up. Got it. Zach MacArthur's first basket of the season. Makes it a 2-point game, 43-41 with 2:55 left in the game. 2-point ball game. The Falcons have been up by 14 twice. The Trojans got it back to 2, though. Keenan Gaston, skip pass. Up top to Drew Scott. Throws it to Hutto. It's going to go over his head and out of bounds. The Trojans have the ball. A chance to tie or take the lead with the 3. They've only hit 2 threes on the night, though. One by Derek Tromke and one by Carson Tromke. Carson has the ball right now. Hands it off to Zach MacArthur. He'll cross the timeline, middle of the floor. Goes the left side to Feeney. Feeney's going to drive down the middle, trying to tie it up. He's got it! And a foul. He's going to go and want a chance for the Trojans to have their first lead of the night. 14 points for C.J. Feeney. Fouls on Braden Hutto, his third. Excuse me, that's just a 6 foul. I was looking at the wrong one. Both teams with 6 fouls now, so both teams will shoot free throws the rest of the way. We're tied with 2:30 left in the ball game. Feeney with the chance to give the Trojans their first lead of the season. Shots on the way. Won't go. Dalton Wood fights for the rebound and had it, but then Kisker gets called for a travel. Wait, they're going to call a travel on Dalton Wood? Kisker had the ball, but they call travel on Dalton Wood here. And Coach Rath wants a timeout. We're tied at 43 with 2:28 left in the ball game. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Your vision source. Vision source. Lifetime Eye Care.
Do you suffer from migraines, headaches, eye strain, neck pain, or eye fatigue? Have you tried treatment or medication with no relief? Today, our eyes are working so much harder with our digital devices. Eye misalignment could be the culprit for these symptoms. Lifetime Eye Care has the answer. NeuroLens. Call Lifetime Eye Care to learn more about the newest lens technology. NeuroLens. Relief is in sight.
Your vision source. Vision source. Lifetime Eye Care.
Local sports on HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Brent Thorne back here with you along with Marcus Gonzalez back in the studio. Let's pass on a wrestling score update from Coach Catlin Rice. Cambridge went 2-1 today, beating Loomis Bertrand and Southwest, and then lost to Arapahoe in a really close duel. So thanks to Coach Rice for sending that along. Cambridge 2-1 at their quad today. That's where Chase Shiflett was reffing today. He'll be with us tomorrow night as the Trojans take on Juanita Palisade in the home opener for the Trojans. So the Falcons with the ball, tie ball game, 43 apiece, 2:28 left in the game. Hagan going left to right across the radio dial. Brings it up, guarded by Feeney in the 1-3-1 defense. Gets it down the corner to Kisker. Kisker trying to get it inside to Hagan. He does. He's double teamed, steps inside, puts it up, can't get it to go. Ball's tipped around, picked up by Carson Tromke. Trojans can take the lead here for the first time tonight. Feeney gets inside. Work, got it. C.J. Feeney with 16 points. He's single-handedly taking this second half over. Trojans with the lead, 45-43 for the first time tonight. Hagan to Hutto. Left side, it goes to Drew Scott on the left wing. Back up top, almost second away by Feeney. Hutto's got it. Kicks it back to Hagan. Right side to Gaston. Back inside to Hutto. He goes inside to Kisker. It's going to be tied. Trent Kisker with the basket. We got a tie ball game again, 45 apiece. 1:40 left in the game. Carson Tromke crosses the timeline. Up top goes to Feeney. Feeney working to the right side. Going to get down to the short corner. Nowhere to go now. And has it knocked away and it's picked up by Trent Kisker. Feeney had the ball stripped away there. Kisker gets it across the timeline to Hagan down in the corner. Gaston, shots on the way for 3. Got it. Keenan Gaston drills the 3 and the Falcons are back up 48-45 with 1:10 left. Carson Tromke, a timeout now by the Trojans. We're going to take one with them. 48-45 your score. Falcons with a 3-point lead. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
At Waypoint Bank, you're greeted with a smile. Then they roll up their sleeves to make things work for you. Waypoint Bank has the products and services, rates, and terms that you are looking for, and the friendly, knowledgeable people that you've come to know and trust. You'll find everything you need in a bank at Waypoint Bank, with convenient locations in Cambridge, Cozad, Eustis, Clay Center, and Imperial. Waypoint Bank, member FDIC.
The HFRSN, Southwest Nebraska's Sleeper.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Floor back here with you along with Marcus Gonzalez at the studio. 48-45 your score. The Trojans down by 3. They had the lead briefly, but the Falcons have got it back. Now they're up by 3 with a minute 8 left here in the ball game. Trojans have the ball going right to left across the radio dial. C.J. Feeney to inbound it. Gets it into Carson Tromke. He'll come back across the timeline, top of the key. Plenty of time left here. Zach MacArthur to Derek Tromke. Back to MacArthur. Back to Carson Tromke. Back to MacArthur. Now to Derek Tromke. Back up to Zach MacArthur. He takes a 3 to tie it. It goes off the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Kisker. Kisker down the floor for the Falcons. Gets across the timeline to the elbow. Kicks it over to Drew Scott in the short corner. We got a timeout here taken by the Falcons. We're going to keep it right here with 47 seconds left. Falcons with a 3-point lead and the ball. Let's thank Acres Equipment in McCook, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Grinding Truck and Trailer, Cambridge Body Shop, Cambridge Supermarket, Cambridge Telephone, Channel Seed Andrew Carpenter, Community Hospital, Cope Family Dentistry, Corbelli Physical Therapy, Cross Creek Golf Links, Doyle Auto Repair, First State Bank of Cambridge, and Hogemeyer Seeds, Troy Wiestat, along with Honeyman Custom Harvesting and Lifetime Eye Care, sponsors here tonight. It's been a great ball game here. The Falcons have had 2 14-point leads. The Trojans came back. They actually took a 2-point lead. They trail by 3 now, and the Falcons have the ball underneath their own basket off the far side. Leading them in scoring tonight is Keenan Gasson with 12, followed by Trent Kisker with 10 for the Trojans, and C.J. Feeney with 16, Derek Tronke with 14, and Dalton Wood with 10 for the Trojans tonight. That's their 3 leading scorers. Will Taylor's checked into the ball game for C.J. Feeney. They're going to have to foul, so they don't want C.J. Feeney with 4 fouls to be out there right now. He'll check in if the Trojans get the ball back on offense on a dead ball. 48-45 your score. Falcons with a 3-point lead over the Trojans. Trojans struggled to score in the first half. They've done a much better job here in the second half. Man-to-man defense. Box set for the Falcons. Hagan to inbound it. Trying to find somebody to get in. They find it into Trent Kisker. He's fouled. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Fouls on Carson Tromke to be his 4th. So after the first free throw, C.J. Feeney will check back in. Kisker on the night right now is 0 of 3 from the charity stripe. These are big ones. 2 shots here. First one is off the back of the rim, no good. If he misses this, the Trojans can tie with the 3. If not, it's a 2-possession ball game with 44 seconds left. Might be a Huskers-North Carolina State game. 4 overtimes last night. That was a great game. Kisker to shoot the free throw. It's on the way. It's in. 4-point ball game. 49-45. Carson Tromke. Across the timeline. Plenty of time still for the Trojans. Zach MacArthur down to Derek Tromke. Back up to MacArthur. Back to Derek Tromke. Inside it goes to Dalton Wood. Spin move. Lays it up. Can't get it to go. It's off the rim. No foul on the play. Hutto with the rebound. Here's a steal by Carson Tromke. He'll go coast to coast easily and lay this in. It's a 2-point ball game. Timeout by the Trojans. 49-47. The Falcons had a chance to put it away, but they throw it away. Carson Tromke gets the easy basket. Take a break. We'll be back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Would you buy a furnace or heat pump from your home that's been owned by somebody else? You would if it was a brand new York system. See the technicians at their factory in Wichita, Kansas. Know each and every detail that goes into manufacturing York equipment every step of the way. People like Ruby Crowder-Bergen, who knows the optimal bead of RTV sealant on a heat exchanger is 1/8 of an inch. So if you want heating equipment for your home that's really well built, you want a York from Party Electric. Built here in the USA. Built right. Built by York. Visit York.com to learn more.
The HFRSN, your local sports authority.
KZMC. Trent Floor back here with you along with Marcus Gonzalez back at the studio. 49-47 your score here in the 4th quarter. Falcons lead it by 2, and they're going to have the ball. After the steal by Carson Tromke, cut the lead to 2 now. Let's thank Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, Mark's Pharmacy, Shirley Case Coffee Shop, Mid-Plains Community College, MNB Bank, Nebraska Corn Processing, Quality Urgent Care, Red Willow Chemical, River Valley Services, runs your restaurant, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Southwest Farm and Auto Supply, Stockman's Bank, and Taco John's and McCook. 23.6 seconds left in this ball game. It's a 2-point game. Falcons lead at 49-47. They have the ball, trying to inbound it. Hagan trying to find somebody. Throws it in. Will Taylor tips it, and Hagan comes up with it. Taylor's going to foul him now. Will Taylor had this, still couldn't hang on to it. Taylor's going to pick up his 4th foul. Braden Hutto will go to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1 here. 22 seconds left. Hutto at the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1. Will Taylor had that steal right there. Couldn't quite hang on to it, though. Hutto from the free throw line hits the first one. Now it'll take a 3 to tie it. 50-47 your score. One more coming up. Let's thank Tri-Valley Health System, Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, Valmont Irrigation, Vero Wireless of McCook, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, and Western Select Genetics. Lance Shiflett and Hutto got it to go. Roll all the way around the rim about 4 times and falls in. It's a 4-point ball game, 51-47. And the horn stuck here. Trying to call the timeout here. The horn sticks on the scoreboard. Now they got it. 51-47, a 4-point ball game. TJ Feeney checks back into the ball game for the Trojans. Will Taylor will go to the bench. Carson Tromke into Zach MacArthur. Brings it up the floor. Back to Carson Tromke. Back to MacArthur. Back to Feeney. Feeney got a score here. Feeney makes a move. Turn, shoot, score. 2-point ball game again. And I think CJ Feeney just fouled out of the ball game. See who the foul's on here. And CJ did. CJ's done for the night. Fouls out of the ball game with 18 points. He took the team on his back, 12 of them here in the second half. 51-49. Colton Hagan at the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 on the night. Keenan Gasson going to check in. Going to come in for Travis Neben. 9.5 seconds left here. A 2-point ball game, 51-49. It's a 1-and-1 for Colton Hagan. Hagan's first one's on the way. He missed it. Rebound comes down to Will Taylor. They kick it out to Carson Tromke with 7 seconds left. Down to Derek Tromke. Tromke for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound MacArthur. Shots up and in. We got a tie ball game. That's the end of regulation. We're going to overtime. Zach MacArthur got the rebound, threw up a wing and a prayer at the buzzer. He scored. We're tied at 51. Overtime it is. Back after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Oh, man! It's the classic Murphy's Law. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. And the worst time for an electrical shortage is the fourth quarter of the big game in scoring position. Don't let that happen to you. At O'Brien Electric, they specialize in a variety of electrical support, including commercial, agricultural, oil field, and, of course, residential wiring. So you'll never miss the biggest play of the season again. O'Brien Electric, 308-340-8204. That's 340-8204.
If you have an appointment at a specialty clinic in North Platte or in Kearney, and if you're not sure how you're going to get there, Tri-Valley Health System Public Transportation is happy to transport passengers from within their normal service area to destinations outside their service area for specialty medical appointments or even for personal shopping. To schedule your ride Monday through Friday with Tri-Valley Public Transportation and to see if they service your area, call 308-697-1164. 697-1164. Tri-Valley Health System.
This is HFRSN.
Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florent back here with you along with Marcus Gonzalez back at the studio. We're going to overtime here in the opening game of the season. We're tied at 51 between the Hitchcock County Falcons and the Cambridge Trojans. And Zach MacArthur has 4 points tonight, none bigger than that buzzer beater right there to tie this ball game up. The shot from Derek Tromke to win it for the 3 went off the back of the rim. Zach MacArthur caught it. Outside, just outside the paint, turns and threw it up a prayer. It went in. It was answered. We're tied at 51. Jump ball to start this second half. The Trojans will go right to left across your radio dial. The Falcons left to right. It'll be Dalton Wood, Will Taylor, Zach MacArthur, Carson Tromke, and Derek Tromke for the Trojans. Braden Hutto, Trent Kisker, Drew Scott, Colton Hagan, and Keenan Gaston for the Falcons. Falcons had 2 14-point leads, though. We're tied at 51 now. And controlled by Carson Tromke. Dalton Wood tipped right to him. Carson Tromke now. Bring it up to the middle. Gets to the top of the key. Turns, kicks it back over to Will Taylor. Without C.J. Feeney, who fouled out there at the end. And he had put the team on his back there in the second half, scoring 12 points. It's knocked away by Drew Scott and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. Remember, 4 minutes here in the overtime. We're tied at 51. Zach MacArthur will bring the ball across the timeline now. Comes to the left side to Derek Tromke on the wing. Back up to MacArthur. Back to Derek Tromke. 3 on the way. Can he hit this one? He does! Derek Tromke gives the Trojans a 3-point lead. He's got 17. Him and C.J. Feeney, 17 for Derek Tromke, 18 for C.J. Feeney. Hutto with it down in the corner on the far side. Back up to Drew Scott. Scott back over to Colton Hagan. Up top right side. Back to Scott. Now to Hutto on the left wing. Back up top to Scott. Here's a steal by Derek Tromke. Tromke down the floor. Going to lay it up and in. He's got 5 points here in the overtime. The Trojans are up by 5. 56-51. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Hagan to Drew Scott. Coming back up top. Working top of the key. Goes to Hutto on the left wing. Hutto. Skip pass over to Colton Hagan on the right side. Back over to Drew Scott. Back to Hutto. Hutto on the left wing. Back up top to Drew Scott. Scott working against Zach MacArthur. Gets it back to Hutto. Hutto back to Scott. Scott right side comes to Colton Hagan. Back to Scott. Being very patient here. Down to 2:40. They run 30 seconds off this on this possession alone. They're down by 5. They kick it back over. Trent Kisker's got it in the corner. Going to try to drive baseline. Kicks it out. Short corner shot from Gaston. Got it. Keenan Gaston cuts the lead back to 3. He's got 14 for the Falcons. 56-53. 2:25 left in the ball game. Trojans up by 3, and they have the ball. MacArthur to Derek Tromke here on the right wing. Back to MacArthur. MacArthur's going to work this right side. Kicks it back to Carson Tromke. Tromke back to Zach MacArthur. Looking for Derek Tromke. Gets it back to Carson Tromke on the right. Top, up high. Carson drives. Going to work around. Kicks it back to MacArthur. Trojans can run a lot of time off here. They get it back to Carson Tromke. Just stand there and hold the ball. Make him come get you. Over to Will Taylor on the right wing. Taylor back up top to Derek Tromke. Tromke's had the hot hand here. He scored 5 points in the overtime. Zach MacArthur back to Carson Tromke. Inside to Dalton Wood down at the block. Working against Hutto. Shot won't go. Will Taylor had the rebound. Lost it on the floor. It's on the floor again. And now Keenan Gaston. He's traveled. Keenan Gaston traveled with the ball. Had to step over a couple players right there and traveled. Coach Rath doesn't like the call, but it is the correct one. 56-53, a minute 36 left in the game. Trojans up by 3, and they have the ball underneath their own basket on the near side. Box set. Carson Tromke inbound it. Trying to get it in. They'll throw it clear in the backcourt all the way back to MacArthur. Smart move right there. MacArthur got to be fouled by Colton Hagan. Hagan picks up his second. MacArthur will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Zach MacArthur hit the buzzer beater to tie the ball game and send this to overtime. At the free throw line now. A minute 32 left in the ball game. 56-53. Trojans with a 3-point lead. Zach MacArthur to shoot a 1-and-1. Trojans haven't shot many free throws on the night. MacArthur shoots, won't go. And the rebound comes down to Drew Scott for the Falcons. Up the floor he comes, almost stolen away, loses the ball. It's on the floor. We're going to have... they're going to call a foul on Carson Tromke. And Carson Tromke fouls out of the ball game. Tromke fouls out of the ball game with 5 points, all here in the second half. Austin Harris checks into the ball game. 6'4" senior checks in for the Trojans. Got some playing time in the first half. Back in now. Drew Scott at the free throw line. It's 56-53. First one's good. 56-54, 2-point ball game. Scott can cut the lead to 1. A minute 27 left in the ball game. Scott's free throws on the way. He's got it. 1-point ball game. 56-55. Zach MacArthur with it now. Bringing it up. Working against Colton Hagan. Throws it up to Derek Tromke. Almost threw it away. Tromke runs it down, though. Derek Tromke gets into the middle of the lane. And he traveled. Went to jump stop and slipped. 1-point ball game with 1:16 left here. The Falcons down by 1. Got the ball. Colton Hagan's going to bring it up. 2-3 defense now from the Trojans. Hagan to the right wing. Going to kick it back up top to Drew Scott. Left side it goes to Gaston. Gaston goes inside. And they're working in. It's going to be a foul here by Austin Harris. Hutto going to go to the line for 2. Austin Harris picks up his first foul. Braden Hutto at the free throw line to shoot 2. Falcons down 1, 56-55. Harris's first foul of the ball game, and Hutto misses it. Misses the first, so the best he can do is tie it. We're going to have a timeout by the Falcons. We'll take one with them. 56-55 with a minute 3 left. Braden Hutto at the free throw line to tie it up when we come back. Right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Cope Family Dentistry in Cambridge work very hard at beautifying smiles. Regular cleanings are vital to maintaining your dental health, while brushing and flossing are an important daily routine. Visiting Cope Family Dentistry will make your teeth sparkle and will bring to light any problems you might not recognize. Avoiding checkups allows hidden dental issues to worsen, cause unnecessary pain, and may lead to costly treatments and worse, trips to specialists. All this could be avoided. Make an appointment with Cope Family Dentistry to ensure your teeth and gums are as healthy as they can be. Cope Family Dentistry in Cambridge.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Foreman back here with you along with Marcus Gonzalez back at the studio. 56-55 here in overtime. The Trojans with a 1-point lead. Braden Hutto will be at the free throw line for the Falcons with a minute 3 left. He has a chance to tie it. He missed his first free throw. And on the night right now, he is 2 of 4, shooting 50%. Hutto with the chance to tie. 56-55, Trojans with the 1-point lead. The Falcons had 2 14-point leads there in the second half. Couldn't hold on to them. Hutto at the free throw line gets the ball from the referee, trying to tie this one up. Shots on the way. It's off the further rim. Won't go. Dalton Wood with the rebound. Kicks it out to Zach MacArthur. Down the floor, Derek Tromke on the left wing. Down to a minute left here. Tromke dribbles back out up top. Going to drive inside, and he's going to be fouled. Oh, they're going to call a carry. Oh, no way. Coach Shepard's asking about the foul. The whistle blew. It looked like a foul on Hagan, but they call a carry on Derek Tromke. So the Falcons back with the ball now, 53 seconds left. Hagan working against Derek Tromke. Gets it back up top to Drew Scott. Left side it goes to Gasson. Back up to Scott. Right side to Hagan now. Hagan on the wing. Back up top to Drew Scott. Left side to Gasson. Goes inside. Hutto has it. Back up top to Drew Scott. Right side Hagan just inside the three-point line. Drills it. 1-point lead now for the Falcons. 57-56. Trojans want a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. 57-56 your score. 32 seconds left. The Trojans down by 1 now. Let's thank, once again, Acres Equipment and McCook, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Brining Truck and Trailer, Cambridge Body Shop, Cambridge Supermarket. How about Tri-Valley Health System, Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, Valmont Irrigation, Bureau Wireless out of McCook, Waypoint Bank from Cambridge, Cabelli Physical Therapy, Cross Creek Golf Links, Community Hospital, Cope Family Dentistry. 57-56. The Trojans without the services of Carson Tromke and C.J. Feeney, who have fouled out. C.J. Feeney had 18 points on the night, 12 of them here in the second half. It pretty much brought the Trojans back into the ball game, although Derek Tromke was right there with him. He's got 19 points now. He has 12 of them also in the second half, 5 here in the overtime. 57-56 in overtime. The Falcons with the 1-point lead. The Trojans with the ball. They got to come 3/4 of the floor to get down to the basket. They're going to be free throw line high off the far side. Zach MacArthur, Will Taylor, Derek Tromke, Dalton Wood, and Austin Harris in the ball game. For the Falcons, it's Trent Kisker, Keenan Gaston, Drew Scott, Colton Hagan, and Braden Hutto to get it into Taylor. Taylor back to MacArthur. 30 seconds left. Gets up to the timeline. Going to get it up to Derek Tromke. Tromke trying to go down the left side, and we're going to have a timeout by the Trojans once again. He was double-teamed, and they had to call it for the 5-second call. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back here with the rest of this overtime right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
They say if you listen hard enough, you can hear the corn grow. It's true. When you're out in the field, you understand its challenges and what it needs to thrive. Channel Seedsmen bring insights from the field to our team of Bayer plant breeders. Their knowledge inspires our product development. From your best ground to your most challenging conditions, our products are designed to perform in your fields.
This is Andrew Carpenter, your local Channel Seedsman covering Furnace County and surrounding areas. Please contact me at 308-737-9394.
True Country 102.1.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Foreman back here with you along with Marcus Gonzalez back at the studio. It's 57-56. Hitchcock County with the lead. Trojans have the ball. We are in overtime. 23.2 seconds left here in overtime. Zach MacArthur, Derek Trompe, Austin Harris, Will Taylor, and Dalton Wood on the floor for the Trojans. Braden Huddle, Colton Hagan, Trent Kisker, Keenan Gaston, and Drew Scott for the Falcons. MacArthur to inbound right in front of the Trojan bench. They try to get it in. Gets it into Derek Trompe down in the corner. Back up to MacArthur. He'll work top of the key. Drives inside. Nobody's stopping him. Lays it up and in. The Trojans have the lead. Zach MacArthur puts it in. Here comes Colton Hagan now. Down the floor. Top of the key. Works to the right wing. Working around. Back up top to Drew Scott. Left side to Keenan Gaston. Gaston back to Drew Scott. Right side Colton Hagan. Drives inside. Throws it up to Kisker. Shots up. Won't go. Will Taylor has it knocked away. Goes out of bounds. 0.6 seconds left. The Trojans have the ball. 58-57. They lead it with 0.2 seconds left. 0.2 seconds left in this ballgame. All they have to do is basically get it inbounds. There it is. Foul. Game's over. Trojans are going to win it. 58-57 is your final. A 1-point victory for the Cambridge Trojans. They outscored the Falcons 7-6 in the overtime period. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with your Corbelli Physical Therapy post-game show. Also have Coach Clay Shepard coming up to visit with us about this one. What a barn burner to start the season. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Cambridge Supermarket is a family-owned store offering a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from everyday essentials to awesome foods, snacks, and more. They take pride in the spirit of community, and you'll see that when you walk in the store. Cambridge Supermarket is a full-service store that really works hard to provide the best experience possible. See weekly specials on their website at CambridgeSupermarket.com and shop the store in person today. That's www.CambridgeSupermarket.com. Amateur's Bar and Grill in Cambridge has an excellent selection of all your favorite foods. From burgers to pizza, you'll be able to find something that satisfies your taste buds. Bring out your entire family or challenge your buddies to a friendly game of pool while throwing back some cold ones. Keep your eye out for daily lunch and dinner specials. Amateur's Bar and Grill, 602 Paxton Street in Cambridge. Or give them a call at 697-4808.
Viera Wireless has the network built for you, with 3 times more towers and service that goes the extra mile when you're out in the open, at home, or work. Our customers tell us they joined Viera to get the best service, coverage, and technology they need to keep their lives connected. Discover the carrier your neighbors are talking about, from the best prices on the latest devices to personalized service that can't be matched. Experience the Viera difference at your local store today.
Amateur's Bar and Grill in Cambridge has an excellent selection of all your favorite foods. From burgers to pizza, you'll be able to find something that satisfies your taste buds. Bring out your entire family or challenge your buddies to a friendly game of pool while throwing back some cold ones. Keep your eye out for daily lunch and dinner specials. Amateur's Bar and Grill, 602 Paxton Street in Cambridge. Or give them a call at 697-4808.
Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Back here with you along with Marcus Gonzalez back at the studio. This is your Corbelli Physical Therapy post-game show. Corbelli Physical Therapy, located in downtown Cambridge, specializes in surgical rehabilitation, sports injuries, and chronic pain. Come in and ask about dry needling, a powerful therapy intervention used to restore movement impairment and restore function. They are committed to serving the area with high-quality and affordable health care. Your hometown experts in pain management and rehabilitation. That's Corbelli Physical Therapy in downtown Cambridge. And excuse me, I'm kind of losing my voice here. What an exciting finish here between the Hitchcock County Falcons and the Cambridge Trojans. The Trojans pull out the 1-point victory in overtime, 58-57. Let's give you the stats from this ball game. First of all, for the Hitchcock County Falcons, Braden Hutto had 10 points. He was 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Colton Hagan with 8 points. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Drew Scott with 10 points. He was 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. Keenan Gaston with 14 points, 2 of 3 from the charity stripe. Travis Neben, 3 points tonight, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And Trent Kisker had 11 points. He was 1 of 5 from the free throw line. The Falcons go 12 of 24 overall from the charity stripe, and that's 50%. For the Trojans tonight, Carson Tromke had 5 points. Derek Trompe had 19. Zach MacArthur with 6. 4 of them were huge, though. We'll talk about that in a minute. C.J. Feeney with 18 tonight, and Dalton Wood had 10. He was 0 of 2 from the free throw line. The only 2 free throws that the Trojans shot all night. So I got Clay Shepard joining me here. So let's get him get the headset on here. And as I said, I'm Trent Florman. I'm joined now by Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. And, Coach, you got to be ecstatic with that.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I don't know if fun was the word I was using about 45 minutes ago, but it became really fun there at the end.
Well, you guys kind of struggled in that first half to put points on the board. Only scored 17 points in that first half. But you warmed up. You had 5 in the first quarter, 12 in the second. Then you came out the second half, 14 and 20, and then 7 more in the overtime period. So yeah, they warmed up there.
They had a great game plan. We knew they would. Coach Rath is obviously a great coach. He does a lot with what he has every year. We knew they were going to have a good game plan. I didn't see the 3-2 coming. I probably should have. We hadn't worked on a 3-2 often. I'm going to admit that we were ill prepared for this game. I'm going to take a lot of that. And that's what was wrong in that first half. But it didn't really come down to any strategic switches. It was just guys making plays. CJ kind of put the team on his back there until he fouled out, and then Zach MacArthur, a kid who me and you talked about. Carson's been playing really good basketball, so Carson kind of took that point guard role this year. But Zach never let that phase him, and he came up with probably the 2 biggest plays of the game there at the end. Just so proud of these guys. If people knew the work that they put in the last 12 months to go from, I think it was 30 to 41 here last year, and then come out with that kind of first half and not get down. They're problem solvers. They see a problem and they find a way to fix it. That's what we did tonight.
Not only the first half, but you were down. I don't know if you realize this. 14 twice there in the third period.
Yeah, it just seemed like for a while there, we'd go on a 4-0 run or we'd go on a 6-0 run, and then Kisker would get a layup and an and one, or Hutto would get an open 3 and knock it down, or one of the guards, Gaston, would come in and hit a 3. I just kept telling we're doing the right things. We just got to clean up a few things, and the boys did that. The rebounding all of a sudden flipped, and when we get clean rebounds, we can run. That helped us a ton, kind of beat their zone back a little bit. But yeah, it was just an incredible game opening night. I hope the fans enjoyed it, because I enjoyed about 2 minutes of it there at the end.
Well, I could tell there was a broadcaster that enjoyed a lot of it up here talking. So now what a great game, though. And Derek Tromke also did a great job for you tonight. He was your leading scorer with 19 points, and CJ fouled out there with 18. But Derek Tromke kind of took over the overtime right off the bat.
He is one of those kids who's just a problem solver. His shot wasn't falling, and he came into the locker room and said, well, I guess I figured out how to make layups. And he did. He hit a few shots, which opened up the drive, and he got to the hoop and finished. But that's just another – all these kids. But that kid has put in so much work in the last 12 months. It's absolutely unbelievable. He wants it so bad. And it shows on a night like this.
And he's another one that the confidence doesn't falter. Like you said, he'd only hit 1 3 out of about 6, and then he gets into overtime. First shot of the overtime, boom, hits a 3.
No, you never have to worry about confidence with those Trompe kids. They like putting that ball up there, but that's what we need them to do. And that, and they know that the reason their confidence doesn't falter is because they've shot so many threes in practice. 6 a.m. coming in the gym, and so they know the next one's going in. They aren't worried about it. If they're 1 for 6, they know the percentages are going to even out. They're going to end up at 50%. So. I'm talking too much. I'm excited.
No, you're doing great, Coach. That's what we love, is an excited coach after the ball game. So tomorrow night, Juanita Palisade Broncos coming to town. Your home opener. Don't know if you can beat this one tonight, but talk to us about Juanita, what you know about how do you get to that?
Probably it's going to be probably a similar game where they're probably going to play some zone defense. They have a new coach, kind of trying to flip the culture as they got some younger guys coming up who they really like. So they have Hannah coming back, who averaged 8 points a game last year. He kind of played second fiddle to McKinney, but the kid can put the ball in the hoop, and we're going to have to have a really good defensive effort on him. Offensively, it's going to be a little bit like tonight. We're going to have a size advantage. We'll probably have a size advantage every game this year. So we got to look to attack the boards, attack the glass, and then probably shore up some of those things that we struggled with in the first half on offense. It's always nice not having to practice after a game like that, so we can't put anything new in, but. We're going to have to be ready to go. We're going to have to match their intensity. Like I said, you get a new coach, everybody's excited, and so we'll see what they bring to the table. Obviously, it'll probably be a little different than last year, But we're excited to get right back at it and get in front of the home crowd tomorrow night. It kind of felt like a home game here tonight towards the end, but it'll be nice to be shooting on the same baskets we've been shooting on for the last 9 months. So.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking the time to come and visit with this great win tonight, and good luck tomorrow night against Juanita Palisade.
Thanks, Trent.
That was Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will wrap things up here from Hitchcock County right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
You know what happens when a local seed company demands that their focus be on customer service? A lifelong partnership that does what's best for your field and your operation. Western Select Genetics of Cambridge is a new seed company, but you know Lance Shiflett is someone whose focus is customer service, local agriculture experience, and knowledge to the seed industry with his constant focus on the premium care of your success. Call or text Lance Shiflett today, 340-6103, 340-6103.
The most coverage lives here.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you one last time here. Along with Marcus Gonzalez back at the studio. Once again, this is your Corbelli Physical Therapy post-game show. Corbelli Physical Therapy, located in downtown Cambridge, specializes in surgical rehabilitation, sports injuries, and chronic pain. Come in and ask about dry needling, a powerful therapy intervention used to restore movement impairment and restore function. They're committed to serving the area with high-quality and affordable health care. Your hometown experts in pain management and rehabilitation. That's Corbelli Physical Therapy in downtown Cambridge. Final score once again, 58-57. The Trojans win it in overtime. Score by quarters tonight. First of all, Hitchcock County was leading after the first quarter, 13-5. They led it at halftime, 30-17, after outscoring the Trojans 17-12 in the second period. The Trojans would outscore Hitchcock County 14-10 in the third to cut the lead down to 9, 40-31. They would then outscore the Falcons in 20-11 in the fourth quarter to tie it up at 51 apiece, and then outscore the Falcons 7-6 in overtime to get the 58-57 win. Our Amateurs Bar and Grill players of the game tonight, we're going to go with 3. You got to go with Derek Tromke, who led the team in scoring with 19 points. You also got to add C.J. Feeney in there. He put the team on his back there in that second half, scoring 12 points in the second half. Finished the night with 18 before fouling out. But then you cannot not have this kid. Zach MacArthur has got to be a player of the game. He was in the right spot to get a rebound at the end of regulation, put the shot back up, and then just spun, threw it up, hoped for the basket. It went in. We went to overtime. And then in overtime, with the time running down with about 7 seconds left, nobody guarded him. He drove right to the basket, took the shot up, put it in, and gave the Trojans the win. So he hit the tying shot and the winning shot tonight. So Zach MacArthur, you're going to be one of our players of the game also. For the girls, our player, they won tonight pretty easily, 49-21. Our Amateurs Bar and Grill players of the game were Jalen Kent, who finished with 14 points tonight, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, and Brylan Springer, 8 points tonight and 15 rebounds for that young lady. So almost a double-double as a sophomore coming off the bench. 8 points, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. The Trojans get the win. So Jalen Kent and Brylan Springer, our Amateurs Bar and Grill players of the game. And for the boys, Derek Tromke, Zach MacArthur, and C.J. Feeney. Join good friends for good food at Amateurs Bar and Grill on the highway in Cambridge. We're going to wrap things up for tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow night we will have the Trojans and the Juanita Palisade Broncos. Girls game once again starts at 6 o'clock. Boys action to follow. Taco John's pregame show will start around 5:30, somewhere right in that area, depending on how the JV games go. But it's usually right around 5:30, 5:40 when the Taco John's pregame show tonight starts. So tomorrow night, the Trojans and the Broncos live from Cambridge right here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. We're going to wrap things up for all the folks back at Hometown Family Radio. For Marcus Gonzalez, my studio engineer back there, doing a fabulous job once again this evening. I'm Trent Florham saying thank you for listening to high school basketball here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network. Any use of this broadcast without written permission of Hometown Family Radio is prohibited. Coverage on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network has been brought to you by
Acres Equipment, Community Hospital, Gary's Superfoods, Hitchin Public Transit, Mid-Plains Community College, M&B Bank, O'Brien Electric, Quality Urgent Care, Hardy Electric, Red Willow Chemical, Runza Restaurant, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Taco John's McCook, Valmont Irrigation, Viera Wireless, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Breinig Truck and Trailer, Cambridge Body Shop and DLM Trailer Sales, Cambridge Supermarket, Channel Seeds Andrew Carpenter, Cope Family Dentistry, Crabelli Physical Therapy, Cross Creek Golf Links, Doyle Auto Repair in McCook, First State Bank of Cambridge, First State Insurance of Cambridge, Hogemeyer Seeds, Troy Wiestad, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, Lifetime Eye Care, Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, Mark's Pharmacy and Shirley Case Coffee Shop, Nebraska Corn Processing, River Valley Services, Southwest Farm and Auto, Stockman's Bank, Tri-Valley Health System, Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, and Western Select Genetics.
Get a copy of tonight's game or replay in its entirety by visiting our on-demand archive page at hometownfamilyradio.com.